Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Sunday is the only day I can do this. So it's a Sunday again, and I'm back with Blacktastic. How you doing, Blacktastic?
Man, I'm doing good. How about yourself, brother?
Doing good, doing well. And just a few minutes ago, Blacktastic and I we were like talking off camera, and not to put you in the spot, bro, but you're gonna let me drive your car, right?
Uh,
Making it official.
My promises, man. Coming to Cali. Hey, man, open road. Let's have some fun.
Oh yeah, and worry they call me the transporter. So I'm Ghost, Ghost is gonna be in good hands, bro.
Right on, man. Right on.
Yeah, now I gotta go to California first, but hey, who knows? Maybe one day.
Hey, hey, man. We'll make it happen.
I love that car. It's a Mustang, isn't it? It's a
No,
Mustang.
I have a Dodge Charger.
Oh, the Charger. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I
Now,
know.
also, the film I just released, Speed Racer 2, there's also a Mustang, actually two Mustangs featured in the movie. So I kind of made it where American Muscle versus American Muscle,
Uh-huh.
Dodge Charger versus the Ford Mustang. You know, changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, because I think I saw like the horse in today's video. Was it the Speed Racer 2? So that was the Mustang, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's a Mustang versus a Dodge Charger.
Dodge Charger. Do you own both, or just the Ghost, the Dodge?
Well, yeah. Well, my son just bought the Mustang. That's his car, and that's my son that's in the movie.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. So, because he was a fan of back in 2008 when he was little, I took him to see Speed Racer, and he loved it and fell in love with it.
Uh-huh.
And I said, "Yeah, I grew up on the cartoon, son." And I made the movie 2 years ago. My little featurette I did, goofing around.
Yeah.
He said, "Ever make another one? I want to be in it." And perfect timing. I said, "Okay, let's do another one." I couldn't think of a storyline, and he
Uh-huh.
bought the Mustang. I'm like, upstart versus the veteran, the OG, and and people who have muscle car is always Ford versus Dodge. That's just the way it is. So it's
Uh-huh.
kind of fun having the two cars featured in the movie. And if you're a Ford fan, you're happy to see the Mustang. If you're a Dodge fan, you're definitely happy to see the Charger. So
Charger.
that was the premise of the story. Shot it like in 3 weeks, and there it is, Speed Racer 2.
Yeah. Yeah. You uploaded it what today, right? I think because I
Yeah,
watched it. I watched it this morning.
yeah. I was supposed to release it on the 28th, but I was watching some videos about the strike and everything, and people are kind of bummed out about the strike.
Yeah.
And people need home entertainment. I said, what I'm going to do in support of the strike? I'm going to release my film 2 weeks early. You can watch it right now at home. Might as well have some fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And anybody watching either live or after the fact, I'm gonna have Blacktastic's a link to his YouTube channel down in the
Oh,
video description. And yeah, dude. So how's that strike going over there? Like, do you get
it's not looking good, man. I mean,
looking good, right? Now the actors, I believe.
yeah, now the actors are on strike, and the producers and them, they're not seeing eye to eye, and some unfavorable comments came out of the camp of the producers in Hollywood. You kind of look at Hollywood a little different now, how they treat people, because
Mhm.
you think, because me and you probably make more money than half these actors in Hollywood. You think everybody's rich, but after taxes, paying their agents and stuff, man, they don't make a lot of money, and so that's why they're trying to fight for equal rights. And then streaming, they don't give these guys nothing for residuals for their streaming their product. So even though you're in a popular show, you see your face on TV all the time, doesn't mean anything in Hollywood. You're just not getting enough money.
Yeah, they're like yeah, I hear something like that. They're like underpaid and they work a lot and they gotta get all the jobs, right? Two, three jobs,
Yeah,
food service or anything.
yeah, it's tough. And one of my buddies, uh, Seek, released a video early this morning talking about it, and that inspired me to release my video early because he's very knowledgeable. And we're
Mhm.
from the same area. We both was living in Compton near LA. He knows what it's like to be near Hollywood, and he worked for Hollywood. And
Uh-huh.
he knows the struggles of actors to try to make it and make a living at the same time. And the strike just, hey, no one's getting paid, nothing's happening. Hollywood shut down. What, Deadpool 3 now? It was
Yeah.
all old. He's a big Venom fan. So Venom 3 now has been put on hold. And he made a video about that. And it kind of inspired me to how can I support the strike? So
Mm.
I'm all about home entertainment, entertainment the people that support you. So early access to Speed Racer 2, there you go.
Awesome. Dude, yeah, with all these projects and movies being on hold now, I'm like, are we ever gonna get Blade? Dude.
They can't even find a writer.
Oh man, yeah, it's like I've been excited for even though it's not Wesley Snipes because he's my Blade.
Yeah, me too.
I was still excited, kind of excited for Mahershala Ali. I would have rather Snipes, but Mahershala Ali is a better actor,
Yeah.
and I like him too. I like Wesley Snipes better because I've been watching him since I was young. I was a kid,
And plus, he's a martial artist. You know,
Yeah.
that makes a big difference.
And then when I heard Mahershala Ali was gonna be Blade, I'm like, well, all right, all right. He's a great actor. They're gonna have a stunt double or whatever. But then all this, being postponed, COVID, different directors, different writers, now the strike, and it's been what? How many years it's been since it was announced? Like
At
3 or
least
5?
at least a minimum of 2 years. They announced it at Comic-Con a few years ago, and it's been nothing but problematic since then.
Mm-hmm.
2 directors, 2 different writers. Not looking good.
Yeah, like probably it should have been out by I don't know how long. Like removing like COVID and all these things. The movie should have been out by now.
Yeah. Yeah, COVID kind of screwed things up with Marvel's plans.
Mm-hmm.
It's never been the same since COVID. And now you're fighting amongst each other in Hollywood. It's only going to get worse now.
Yeah, yeah, because everything is gonna get postponed again, right? Because there's nothing, no scripts.
No
To,
scripts because you
yeah.
got writers on strike and you got the actors on strike. The directors almost went on strike, but they took kind of a bad deal, so they got to deal with that now. So they signed a contract, but you figure TV shows are going to be postponed. Late night TV, they showing reruns already, and so what's probably going to happen? We're going to get stuck with a bunch of reality TV crap. It's going to be bad, man. I can't stand reality TV. This makes us look bad, but that's the only thing they can fill the void is set the camera up with a bunch of idiots, let them talk about their problems.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I remember when that became popular. What, like in the early 2000s, right? I think I remember. Like that's when I remember about reality. Actually, do you ever watch that movie? I think that was like a pioneer, like when everything was starting, all these reality show. I think it was with Matthew McConaughey, Ed TV.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember, I remember that movie, and I remember I was, how old was I? I was probably like 20 or 19 or something like that. I remember
Yeah,
I went to the movie theater and I watched that movie and I was like, what's that about? I haven't seen it since then. I haven't seen that movie again.
yeah.
But I remember like, what is this thing with a camera following him all everywhere? That was new. I'm like,
That was new at the time.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then a few years later, all these like and MTV taking all these reality shows with and pregnant teen or whatever it's called, that the teenage
yeah.
pregnant or whatever.
It was-
I'm like, what is this crap?
then the Kardashians got in there. Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown got in there with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, people that I looked up to, I look at them different now because they let me into their life. I didn't want to know that crap.
yeah.
Like, guys are idiots.
And then they had all these yeah, reality shows.
Yeah.
What's the other show that I was? Oh, the Big Brother crap.
Yeah, I never watched that, but I remember it was really popular. I remember seeing it pre.
No,
But like MTV, VH1, they ate that stuff up, man. People love that stuff.
yeah.
They play less videos and show more crap.
Mhm. And then it went across the border because there was a big. I never watched Big Brother, but then there was a Big Brother in Mexico too, like the Mexican version. I'm like, what is this? Yeah, I remember it was like probably early 2000s or something. I remember like, yeah, I was like, why? And yeah,
He
I,
said, why?
oh man. Well, so yeah, what we have a topic for today. We're not gonna be talking about reality TV in the from 20 years ago, although although it's kind of open, right?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
but we're gonna be talking mainly of Mission Impossible 7 or Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Same movie. And we're gonna get into spoilers when necessary. But it's been out almost for a week. Like
Yeah.
tomorrow is gonna be 1 week.
Uh-huh.
So I think people who wanted to see the movie, they have already seen it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's fair game with spoilers. But it was it was such a great movie, dude.
Yeah, it was, man.
I watched your one of your videos. I think it was that one too. When did you watch? Did you watch it on Monday or on Tuesday? Because it came out on a Monday, but my theater didn't get it on a Monday.
I seen it on a Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, okay. Yeah. Um, there was an early release on Monday, so a week ago tomorrow. I think AMC had it, or one of those theaters had it early, and I was like, man, that would be nice. And I think my theater didn't get it, but another theater from the same company got it. But and those who got it on a Monday, they were giving away like a pin, like a Mission Impossible pin, and an 11 by 17 poster, 11 by 17 inches poster. Yeah.
No, I take that back. I seen it on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So,
the 12th, the actual release date. Yeah, I went on a Wednesday. Normally I go Thursday, but I went on a Wednesday and
okay.
7 o'clock p.m. showing. That's what it was. And man, theater was packed.
Yeah.
Great vibe. Even though it was an early release, and that place filled up quick for Mission Impossible and Tom Cruise.
Yeah, dude. I was like, so my theater didn't get it on Monday, so I was like, man, I want to be late. so so my theater got it on Tuesday, and I went. I was like at the 6 something p.m. show, so I went after work. And I remember my wife. She's like, "Are you went to the movies on a Tuesday?" I'm like, "Yeah, because usually I go on Tuesday, on Thursday. That's when I go sometimes, or most of the time." So I went on a Tuesday, and instead of going on a Thursday came, and I was like, "What am I gonna do now?" I already watched the movie.
Right.
So yeah, so I watched it on a Tuesday, and then so it's been out Thursday. I didn't go on Thursday, and then I went back again last night, late. Like, oh man, dude, Saturday, Fridays and Saturdays are like my longest days, and so I went last night after work. So the movie started like around 9:30. So
Woo.
it was late, dude. Yeah. By the time I got out of it, it was about 12:30 or so.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 2.5 hours or whatever. About.
Yeah, it's like 2:43, I believe it is. It's a
Yeah.
long
Yes, a lot.
plus trailers. You got that's 3 hours.
Plus the traders. Yeah, yeah. Do you go to an AMC or do you go to any theater that is close
Yeah,
to you?
out here in California where I live at in Sacramento, Northern California, they don't have too many AMC theaters. They have a few. They have Cinemark and they
Uh-huh.
have Century that's real popular out here in Northern Cal. So I went to a Cinemax theater last Wednesday night, and I got Dolby, great sound, great comfortable seats, and the air conditioning was blasting because it was hot. So thank God for that. And Tom Cruise to the rescue to trying to save summer because it's been a up and down summer. So we
Yeah, I agree.
needed well
You
Hollywood.
mentioned you mentioned something about Tom Cruise in your video, if I remember correctly. How uh, he's pretty much carrying the whole industry right now. With his movie.
Back to back summers
Yeah, yeah,
and with a franchise that's old.
yeah.
You know, I mean, Top Gun originals what 84, and then you had the original Mission Impossible 96.
96, yeah.
He's reaching back into his bag of tricks from the good old days, and you know, he reminds us, especially people me who can remember, this is how American Hollywood films were made for blockbusters. And very little CGI, just good acting, set pieces, real stunts. And so when these movies come out now, not that I have a problem with CG, but everything starts to look the same.
Yeah.
And the audience, you can't fool them no more. You can get good CG now on regular TV or Netflix. Everybody has CG now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with the overabundance of superhero movies, they have to use CG. And it's just the industry, and we're looking for something that's original. And last year's Top Gun, they were really flying those planes. And in the back of your mind, you go, wow, I'm watching something that's real. And in this movie, Tom Cruise is driving a car. He's running on top of a real train that they built for the movie. So that does something to you where it's like the good old days, practical stunts and practical sets. And Hollywood built his legacy on that, and now they're not doing that anymore. Very real.
Mm-hmm. And one thing that I like about what you said, besides giving kudos to Tom Cruise, in your video, you also said, and I was like, oh, maybe I told you in the comments, but you pointed out in your video that the train scene was done in Indiana Jones, and the car scene in Venice or Rome, it was also done in Fast X, but it
The
wasn't
exact
done.
same spot. Exact same. One you had a CG car, you had a CG Charger. That's a shame. Took my car, made it CG. and,
Yeah.
and you got a big old fake ball rolling down the street. And then in Mission Impossible, you have a real Fiat and a real truck in that area. Of course, they built some set pieces to tear stuff up, but it was a real car going down those steps. It's a different feeling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also mentioned that there was a thief in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and no one liked that character, but the thief in this movie, hey,
Dude.
I chase her all day.
Dude, yeah. And you know what? Yeah, that's another common denominator that you just mentioned. Yeah, and now that you're talking about the thief or uh, Haley
Haley Atwell.
Haley Atwell, Agent Carter, yes. And I didn't say this in my little out of the theater reaction because I forgot. Like sometimes I get ideas and then I just say what is in my mind because that's the point of my reaction. And then I was like, oh, I should have said this.
Do that all the time.
But I was a little hesitant about because I didn't see a lot of trailers for Mission Impossible 7 because I like to be surprised, at least a little bit surprised. I don't want to see most of it. But I remember seeing the poster, and she's in the poster, so I knew she was gonna be in the movie. But and I like her. I mean, she was great as an Agent Carter, and but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like her in the movie. So I was a little hesitant
Mm-hmm.
to say. But once I saw her on screen, dude, because I was like, is she gonna fit in this franchise?
Right.
She does, bro. She does fit.
Hey, man. Besides Tom Cruise, she stole the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And opposed to Indiana Jones, the lady in that movie, everybody hated her. You know, you got Indiana Jones, and he got his goddaughter, and she ruined the movie for a lot of people. In this movie, everybody loves Tom, and the lady that played Grace, she was a welcome added addition, easy on the eyes, and her character fit.
Yeah, yeah, because that was a little, I guess you could say concerned. Because I'm like, am I gonna like her is she gonna be the right fit for this movie? Because whatever reason, dude, and she was great. She's easy to the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah. She fit right in. And like, she felt like she was a member of the team because I remember in Mission Impossible 2, the lady in that movie, she wasn't part of the team, but she had a skill set. She was also a thief. She was beautiful. She was a thief. And Tom Cruise was told by his superiors, get her and use her as an asset to your team. And it kind of happened again in this movie. So I kind of like the callbacks with
uh-huh.
because she reminded me of the sister girl in part 2. She was a thief. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Tom Cruise been on this role before.
And she's to me like she's probably one of the hottest women in that franchise. Easy. I forgot her name. Did you see that? Hey fellas, two legends in the house. Mike,
Did
how
you,
you doing, brother?
Mike? Welcome to the penthouse.
Yeah. Dude, and also in your video, I'm glad that you gave some love to Mission Impossible 2 because most people that I know they don't like it, and that's fine. That's fine. It's subjective, but I'm like, come on, MI2 is pretty cool. I appreciate that movie, dude.
Man,
And
I remember when the marketing came out for that movie, when the first trailer dropped,
mhm.
somebody climbing a rock. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, Tom Cruise, what movie is this? Then he took off his glasses and the thing shot it into the rock. He grabbed it. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, they made a sequel. And at the time, John Woo was one of the biggest directors in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Got John Woo and Tom Cruise. Yes, the movie stylistic, it's over the top, but man, I wore that movie out. I love that movie. Seen it 3 times in theaters when it came out.
Uh-huh.
He grew his hair out. Tom Cruise got all sexy. He got a sister girl that's his love interest in the movie. I'm like, okay, all
Yeah.
right. And hey man, I love that movie.
Yeah, dude, I like it a lot. I watched it. I've seen all of them. I've seen all of the movies. All of the Mission Impossible movies. I've seen them in the theater except for the first one. Except for the
Okay.
first one. That one I missed. It was '96. But Jacob Martin right now he's going through all of the Mission Impossibles and he's inviting one person for each movie.
Uh-huh.
So he invited me for Mission Impossible 2, and I knew that he doesn't like that movie as much because he already had told me like that's the movie he liked the least. So he gave me he gave me the one he didn't like. I was like, all right, bro.
Hey.
I was teasing him, but I was just playing with him. So, dude, and I said this in my video. I didn't want to make my video like that I did with him. That collab. I think my video was close to 20 minutes. I didn't want to make it that long, but I just wait. I just kept going for whatever reason.
Right.
Like, dude, sorry, but my video is too long. I was just talking about all the good stuff about MI2, bro. Because I don't know, because most people don't like it. I guess I was saying all the positives that what I like it or whatever. And one of the reasons why I like the movie or is that scene, bro, in the bathtub when he meets her the first time.
Yes.
And I said it I said it in the video. I remember when I was watching. I was sitting in the theater, and then like they flip right. I was like, is that ever happened to me? Dude, it was a memorable scene. The chemistry that they had and all that, and then the video with Limp Bizkit that they did for the soundtrack, and then Metallica also did a video
Yeah.
for that, just for that movie. So it was getting a lot of marketing, like you said, with Metallica and Limp Bizkit making videos specifically for MI2, and then one of the things that I pointed out is how in that movie Ethan Hawke is very different from the first from the first movie because
Yeah.
this one he's a daredevil. He's climbing just like another. It's another Tuesday for him, climbing solo without harnesses or whatever,
Yeah.
just climbing like that. You know?
Had a little bag of powder. That was it. And do his hands and
Yeah.
he flipped backwards. He was holding on to the rocks like that. I'm like, Tom Cruise is the coolest white boy in the world. Hey, right on, Mike. Always love hearing Blacktastic stories. Yeah, brother, I got a million of them, especially related to cinema. But I remember the marketing. I seen that movie 3 times in theater. I took my parents to go see it. I took my friend to go see it, and I seen it by myself. And
Yeah.
each time the crowd loved it. Now, maybe the new generation don't appreciate it, but at the time, that movie killed in the summer. It made a ton of money.
Uh-huh.
And on the motorcycle scenes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
jump off, they bump chests,
Yeah.
the doves, the fight scenes in slow motion.
Yeah.
That movie is beautifully shot. And that one scene where he grabs a knife and try to stab Ethan Hawke in the eye.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That
yeah. Yeah.
knife on a string on a metal piece of string. So that was really his eye, and that was a real knife doing like this. It wasn't CG.
Wow. Dangerous.
Q Reviews would love to be there at my son's basketball. Hey, brother, you gotta help your son work on that J. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, Q. That's for sure, bro. Thank you for being here. What up, Z?
But yeah,
I
that
think I need to get a bad rep. Yeah, he has a bad rep. I don't know why. I mean, I think
me,
the story is fine, dude. And also, this is a fact. This is a fact. That's the only Mission Impossible movie that Ethan shoots. I don't know how many bullets, the most,
yeah,
because of John Woo. Even doing the double shot.
absolutely, man. That was his trademark. He did some great movies in the '90s, John Woo, and you got the biggest action star in Hollywood, and you got the biggest action director at the time. It was a perfect marriage. And remember the car scene? Him and the whole girl, they locked up like this and was spinning around. Man,
Yeah,
it was like a melody and music. And then the Spanish lady in Spain was dancing with the red dress, and she was doing this. Dude, that movie is sexy
it is. It is.
and really, really cool. And yeah, man, I love it. And they kind of rocked out the theme song, added a little rock guitar to it. Dun,
Mhm.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
And it brought back my man, Ving Rhymes to being there. And it was in Australia with the other guy.
Uh huh.
And it was a cool villain. And I like the whole thing with Chimera, like, you know, you mix the two together, you take the drug, and you need the antidote. It was a good plot. It was a
Yeah.
good
And now that you mentioned the villain, to me, because I said this in the video that I did with Jacob, that villain, he's a more menacing up until maybe Henry Cavill a few years ago, because he was actually like uh,
Imano.
menacing enough to for
Yeah.
for Ethan, yeah, for a fight, yeah, yeah,
And they was both after the same girl. I mean, it was so many tie-ins. You had a love triangle going on, but she was using him to get in so they could find out what a chimera was and
yeah,
stop, this drug being, produced. And they're going to drug everybody, not they're going to wipe out civilizations with this stuff. And I mean, the helicopter scene was dope. The hand-to-hand combat. I remember the gun being in the ground and he kicked it with his foot and turned around and caught the gun in the air and shot it. Come on, man. That
and
was
also, well,
awesome.
John Woo, he's also very good. Um, I found pictures and I put him on that video with that I did with Jacob. Like, I'm like I got that's why my video was like 20 minutes because I
Yeah,
did
man.
so
You
many
had to
things.
represent.
Uh, John Woo, he put those pigeons. You know how in his movies it's always a pigeon or at least a bunch of them. So there's one with Ethan, and then John Woo, he always gets me with little things like that builds tension, and he did it in Hard Target with the movie with Van Damme.
Yeah.
Uh, he did it in Hard Target. He did it. I don't know if you remember the scene, but there's a scene when somebody puts up a pair of scissors in someone's ear,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, they do like a close up, and he's about to chop the ear, and he just the tension building. And also in the movie in MI2, he did it again. I don't know if you remember with the finger and the cigar, the
That's
cigar.
that cigar slicer.
Yeah, the slicer. Yeah,
That's it.
and it doesn't matter how many times I've seen that scene. I always feel like 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 I don't want to
Yeah,
see.
that scene gets me, and the opening scene, Tom Cruise hanging onto those damn rocks. I'm like, man, this Tom
Yeah,
Cruise is a nut. I remember
it
him knees inside the rock and leaning back and grabbing some dust. I'm like, I'm freaking out. I am totally freaking out. And those motorcycles are badass. How they go back and forth with the sound effect. One was like, the other one was like, "Rrrr."
yeah.
Come on, that movie is bad ass. I love Mission Impossible 2.
And then if you think about it, after Mission Impossible 2, like 3, 4, or whatever, every time Ethan Hunt has to do something risky, he's like, no, like he's thinking, should I do it because it's dangerous? In MI2, he doesn't think about, like, he's just doing it. He's not hesitating.
Yeah, and the cool thing, I mean, come on, MI2 has the best opening. He goes, next time, he said, hey, Hunt, next time, let me know when you're on vacation. He goes, yeah, I didn't want you to know I was on vacation. He takes the glasses and he throws them towards the screen and it blows up and the credits come on. Come on, man. That is bad ass. Come on.
Yeah, I don't
And
know why most people don't like it, dude. That's a very good. And I haven't ranked all of the Mission Impossible movies because I don't know. I just haven't. But MI2 is somewhere high up. Like if I were to put, it will be way high up somewhere.
yeah, I mean, I mentioned in my video, my favorite movies of the franchise are the first three. The
Hmm.
first three are my favorite. I really, really like Ghost Protocol. And these last three, they're good. But they all feel the same because it's the same director. It's like the same beat per movie. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I noticed that nothing stands out no more because like all the action scenes in MI2, I remember. And who don't remember the train scene in part one, the bullet train, when the
Mhm.
helicopter is behind the train and he's on it, he puts that stick of gum on there that explodes
Yeah.
and he blows up and it blows him off the train. That's like the most badass special effect at the time in the 90s. It blows him off the helicopter onto the train and the propellers come up to his neck. Come on. And
Yeah. Yeah.
three, he's having a scene on the freeway where he's shooting guns and an airplane comes by right over his head. He's like, I mean, come on.
Yeah. That third one is J.J. Abrams, right?
J.J. Abrams.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And he
And
brought
then,
Simon Pegg, and he's been in every single movie since then.
mhm,
So he
yeah.
brought that comedy era element to it, gave him a backstory with a wife, and hey, and that Asian lady, what's her name? Something. Oh, I forgot her name. She is hot,
Oh,
and
the wife.
not the wife, the Asian lady that was part of the team. Remember?
Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she wore that yellow dress. I was like,
Yes. Oh,
ooh.
yeah. Yeah. When they go to that party and with the Indian car. Yeah. Yes, dude. Now that you mentioned the wife, I didn't say it in the video, on the call up video. I never saw chemistry between him and that actress, and,
Either.
and and I don't even know her name
Hell
or
no.
anything. She was in,
They brought it back in Road Nation, right?
yeah. I don't want to be that guy, but she wasn't like hot, or like attractive, like compared to the other ones.
Now all the women in the Mission Impossible movie, she was the least attractive. I'm like,
Yes, yes, that's my point. Yes,
like,
I didn't want to be that guy, but yeah,
come on, Tom.
yeah,
You stay with the old girl from part two. I would have more respect for you, but you know. And part three has the best villain.
but
Seymour,
that
that dude,
what was he passed away, right? That actor, what's his
yeah,
name?
he OD'd, remember? He OD'd.
Oh,
That actor, he looked crazy. And remember the opening scene, it wasn't action, it was him torturing Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt. Had him in
yeah,
that chair, stalking him. I'm
yeah, yeah,
like, man, this is a weird opening for a Mission Impossible movie, but that dude scared the shit out of me as a villain. That dude was menacing.
Yeah, because he's the one who created that little bomb, right? Like for the brain or whatever. That little, yeah.
Yeah, because he killed his partner. Remember
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
yeah,
that young lady he was mentoring and killed her,
yeah.
which got everything going. That dude didn't care. That dude was a
Mm-hmm.
trip. But that movie has some great action. Uh, it was the first one that was funny because Simon Pegg, well, that was his first interest into the series, and that movie is underratedly funny. People don't remember it.
Yeah. So and then four. Well, it's technically it's not four because now it has like a subtitle. That's Ghost Protocol, right? The fourth Ghost Protocol, and that's when Christopher McQuarrie took over, or no?
No, that's the guy that directed.
Who did four then?
He did that one Disney Pixar film,
Oh, the
Incredibles.
Incredibles, Bird, something Bird.
Yeah, he directed that one. So it was very lighthearted. It was so different. I'm like, oh, he had a hoodie on walking down the alleys. I'm like, who the hell is this? And
Yeah,
that scene in Dubai was like the biggest thing, that big old building.
yeah.
And you see him running through the sandstorm. And they had that one badass car where you can touch the windshield and check everything. He like look at it and scroll backwards. Oh yeah, Brad Bird, that's his
Thank
name.
you, Q. Thank you. Yeah, Brad Bird. Yeah, the guy from The Incredibles. Yeah, yeah.
Ghost Protocol is a badass movie. I loved it.
That's the one where he's going
Yeah,
on the
in Dubai.
on the skyscraper. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, yeah, that movie's awesome.
Oh,
And
and Jeremy Renner is in that one, right? I think. Yeah, Jeremy Renner.
that's right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the
He
first
was,
time he's in it, right? I believe.
yeah, he was part of the team. That's right. I forgot about him. That's
Who,
right.
who's the hot girl? I'm trying to remember who's the hot girl in fourth or in Ghost Protocol. Maybe you remember Q. Let us know.
Um, the female in part four, I cannot recall.
There is someone there. I remember because she has to.
Hmm.
I remember that scene because they put those masks on the second floor, and then on the other floor is like the real ones, and they're trying
Oh,
to. What was?
I can't remember. Wow, I cannot.
I'm
Is
gonna I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, is she on the poster or anything?
Polly Payson, but I don't know what she looks like.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Yeah, I need to slap myself. She's another sister girl. She's been married to that famous singer at the time,
I'm gonna have to look it up because I wanna
Paula
remember.
Paula Patton. Paula Patton.
Hmm.
Yeah. Whoo, yeah, buddy. She is fine as heck. I forgot about her. Yeah, because he had a sister in part two and a sister in part four. Well, Ghost Protocol. Yeah, she's
Uh-huh.
she's real hot.
Let me see where is she
See,
cast.
the first time I seen her was in that movie Deja Vu with Denzel Washington. That's the first time I seen her. I'm like, damn, she,
Paula
she's
Paula
back.
Paro. Oh yeah, yeah, this one, right?
Hell yeah! I need to slap myself for not. God damn
Oh,
it.
it was her. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how I forgot.
Yeah, she's a tall glass of water. She fine.
And let me see who's the other.
Woo, woo, yeah.
But to me, uh, number two, uh,
What's her name?
that's the most memorable woman.
And
Let me see if I can find her here. Mission
see,
Impossible Rogue
these
Nation.
women are almost like Bond girls and Mission Impossible because each one is hot.
Nia Hall. No,
Is
no,
that,
no. Nia, no, no.
that's
No,
right?
no,
No.
no. Her name Newton.
Oh,
Tan Tandiwi. No, is that how you say Tandiwi?
Tandy Newton. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Tandy Newton. Yeah, buddy.
Tandy. Yeah, Tandy Newton. Yeah, dude. She's when I think about the women for that franchise, she's the one that comes to my mind.
Hell yeah, she does, boy.
Yeah.
When she
And,
stole,
and like I told you that the bathtub is so like sexy, flirting. I don't know. It goes in my mind.
yeah, and the way she hit him in the chest when she got up and she said, "Ugh." He go, okay, you know, man, yeah, Tom, he had fun in that movie, and they had great chemistry.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Now, the only girl, and I don't know if you remember part one, the love interest in part one, she's also part of the team. She was the same lady that was in Prince's movie Under the Cherry Moon. She was, I believe, French, real hot chick. She was a lot older when she did Mission Impossible 1, but
Uh-huh.
famous for being with Prince in that movie, Under the Cherry Moon. She was hot too in a
Let
whole
me,
different way.
let me find her here.
That man, yeah, I don't even know what her name is at all. But I remember
Eman,
her
E-
saying Wreck-It Stove, and
Emmanuel Bert. Is it this one or no?
yeah, yeah, buddy,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, she was hot too, man. Tom
yeah.
Cruise not a, the producers not to pick him.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She oh yeah, I see her in different it's another scene right here.
Yeah, she looks totally different there, but yeah, that's her. That she
Hmm.
was really good in part when she had those nice lips. Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
So then was Ghost Protocol, and then and then the next one is Rogue Nation. That's the one with McQuarrie took over, right?
McCrory took over there and been there ever since. And that one was well,
Five.
when Rogue, and they introduced what's her name? She's been in the last 3 movies. I can't remember her name. She's hot too.
Oh, Rebecca Ferguson.
Rebecca Ferguson. I never heard of her until that movie. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, I don't think I heard about her until that movie. Now that you mention
Yeah.
it, yeah.
And now she's in Dune. She's in all kind of projects now. But her eyes are very piercing. She has very, very distinct eyes. And
I
and
like.
also, man, Fallout and this one, that blonde girl with them blue eyes. The one to be like the highest bidder. She like,
Oh
sells stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Her
She was also in the very first time I saw her. I wanna say it was in the movie, the 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 spin-off of Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
she played his sister.
Sister, yes, yes,
Yeah. Her name
yeah,
is she has I thought I remember Veronica Vanessa something. Her name is Vanessa something. Dude, she has
yeah.
a
I don't know.
very unique look. If I look into them eyes, I'm a goner. She put
Yeah,
that
yeah, dude. I do like. Well,
can-
I like
cancel
different kinds, but
cancel Christmas is over.
I do prefer or have a special thing for blondes. So I know what you mean.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm weak for that one. Yeah, her name is Vanessa. Damn, I can't remember.
Let me see if I can find her here. Um,
But she has a very unique look, and like her eyes are so piercing, she almost looks blind.
yeah. Well, what's her name? Rebecca Ferguson. No.
I know her first name is Vanessa.
I can find her. Let me find her. Rogue. No. Oh no. Ghost. No. No. Go. Is it Ghost Purple? No. No. Ghost
She's
Purple.
in Fallout, and now the new one.
Yeah. Fallout. Yes. Yeah. That's the one. For I don't know why I was looking in the wrong movie. Um, yes. Vanessa Kirby.
Kirby. Yeah, Vanessa Kirby.
Kirby. The White Widow. Bam. Right there.
Woo, buddy. Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Is she from? Oh yeah. She's from. No. Where's she from? Is she British?
I don't know what she is. Oh,
Uh,
she's from that one town called
London. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fine as Hell. There's a town called Fine as Hell.
Yeah. She was raised in Wimbledon, London, England. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, she.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw her. Yeah. Hobbs and Shaw. That was the very first time I saw her.
Oh
In the
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. Like I said, man, the series just got better and
Mhm.
better and better. I know people like the latest movies better. I'm a fan of the first ones, and my favorite one is still part one
Yeah.
because I mentioned in my video, my parents used to watch that show when I was a kid. It
That's it.
wasn't an action-packed show, they had nice demographic, and the beginning of the show, they light that match to that dynamite, and it's
Yeah.
going doom 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 doom,
Mm.
and I just remember the theme song because my dad used to walk around humming it. He'd be outside barbecuing. Mm, 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 mm. That show was big in the 70s and 80s.
Oh,
And so when Tom Cruise did the movie, part one is a lot like the show. A lot less action, but more spy, espionage, who done it type thing.
mm-hmm.
And the action was really tense. Remember, he's hanging from the ceiling on that rope, and
Yeah,
the thing slipped. He had to like hold his hands like this and try to balance himself.
yeah.
Talking about intense. That scene was great, and the scene where he ran from the restaurant and the aquarium exploded, and he's actually running in real life from that gigantic waterfall. And then the end, the bullet train, to me, is still one of the most intense scenes
Mm-hmm.
in Mission Impossible history. That I love that. That those magnets that's held on to the side of the train.
Yeah, yeah. I do like that one too. I mean, it's tough just to rank them all. I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
a tough call, but
I
yeah,
love it.
the first ones are. I mean, that's one of my favorite franchises. You know, like, because it's a solid franchise. You know, it's
Very solid.
mhm,
Each movie, I think the only one that didn't do that well financially is probably part three.
mhm,
That's the only. I mean, it still did well, but
yeah.
that's the one that people talk about the least. It's a solid film, and I thought it was really good. But Ghost Protocol brought it back to, you know, prosperity, and it's
Mhm.
been a high ever since.
Yeah, I wonder why Jeremy Renner is not. You know, he was just in Ghost Protocol, right? He's the one in the Ghost
Yeah,
Protocol. Yeah, I remember because of that hoodie.
I remember Tom Cruise was kind of like gonna open up the franchise to other people to get in, but he kept getting better and better. He's like, no, man, I'm not leaving. Ethan Hunt's gonna be the man.
Yeah.
And man, Jeremy Renner got screwed twice. He was supposed to take over Mission Impossible, and he's supposed to take over that other series with that other guy, Born Identity.
Oh
But
yeah, he's one of those. Yeah.
he's supposed to take over. Didn't work out, man. He's box office poison. He's a good co-star, but he's not a leading man.
He's not
So
a leading
Tom
actor.
Cruise said, "Sorry, buddy, I'm taking my franchise back." And then Matt Damon said, "Yeah, man, sit your ass down. I'm gonna come back one more time."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He was in one of those. Was it the fourth one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the fourth one. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, and then he was in this. Yeah.
yeah. I remember he's supposed to take over both franchises.
Mm-hmm. Didn't work. He's a good actor, but like you said, he's not like the leading guy, the leading
No,
actor.
he's a great character actor and a great co-star. Like,
Mhm.
um,
He's in the town. He's pretty good in the town. I like him in the
yeah,
town.
yeah. I mean, he's a solid dude, man. You know, it's just he's just that guy and nothing else.
Mhm. Oh, Wind River. Do you ever watch Wind River?
But yeah, I watched that.
Bro, that movie, man.
Dude, he's a great actor. It's just maybe he don't have a leading man face. I don't know what it is. It's just Hollywood said, man, sit your ass down. No.
Yeah, dude. Wind River was that also it's a beautiful looking movie too.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And it was so emotional. Oh, dude,
Yeah, that's a great film.
it's a great movie. It's a great movie, and that one it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Wind River came out of nowhere.
Oh, pop on the scene, here I am. That kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. I got to watch it in the theater. I remember, and I really like that. I like winters. I like the snow. So there's a lot of snow in that movie.
Beautifully shot, man. Beautifully shot.
Yeah, and oh man, but it got very emotional too, and also like very rewarding with when he's like shooting with snipers. Dude, I got this thing with snipers. Like, I get excited. I don't know why when I see like snipers and thinking about this movie with Rebecca Ferguson when she had like the eye patch on. That was hot, bro.
She was, I'm like, shoot me. Shit. She looked good when she's shooting people.
Yeah.
I thought that was a nice touch because of the wind. It
Mhm.
made sense. And you can focus on that in one eye. Man, she's hot. And she was skilled, which
Yeah.
makes it hotter. When you're a female and you're a skilled agent, and you
Hmm.
have to look good because half their skill is looking good to sneak into a building, act like you're a commonplace person, and at the same time, all these women can kick your ass. That's sexy.
Yeah.
Beat me up. I take that ass whooping. Oh damn! Yes, I surrender. Don't take me to jail. Just take me to the bedroom. Shit,
Going to the bathroom. When I saw
interrogation room. Where bedroom? I tell all the secrets.
Mrs. Mrs. Gray.
Yeah, man. Oh man, Mission Impossible. And like I said, I mentioned in my video, it's one of the best theme songs, like James Bond. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. When you hear that James Bond song, do 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 do, it gets you hyped. Same thing with Superman, the Batman theme,
Yeah.
Star Wars, Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Mission Impossible. When you hear that, dun dun dun, you're like in the chair going, "Come on, Ethan, come on!" And when
Yeah.
he's running, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, I'm running in place. And
Yeah.
that dude can run.
Dude, still a 61. How old is he? 60,
61,
61?
61 and still chopping wind. He had a suit on in this one, running through skinny ass alleys. Man, he was booking. That
Yeah.
dude booking in this movie.
And it was no stunt double. It was him running.
Yeah, no stunt double. I remember in Ghost Protocol, that's a long shot of him running and the camera's down low, and he's moving. But the one that impressed me the most, remember the ending of Mission Impossible 3 where he's running for a long time? It's a one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, part 3 has the best running scene. People forget. He
Is
ran
that
ass off through a whole city and it's one shot. And it's
yeah?
really, I'm like, dude, I'd be tired as hell.
Number 3. Oh, when he's in which country are they?
Oh, I can't remember what country it was in. I mean, it was a third act, and he was going to go save his wife.
Yes.
And it's a scene where he got loose and he was running, and the camera angles from here, and it followed him, and it was like 40 seconds, maybe a little less of him straight running. It was one shot. It wasn't cut or anything. I'm like, damn, Tom Cruise is the man to run like that.
He's running like it looks like a village, right? Like a
Yeah,
like
it's the village in between.
water on the
Yeah,
streets or whatever. Yeah.
I think
But
that's the best running scene out of all Mission Impossible movies because I think that's the one that made him famous for running.
uh-huh. One
Now
of my
it said,
one of my
contract homeboy, you got to run in every movie.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna shoot less and run more.
One of my friends was about to fall, so I had to put it down.
Oh, one of your figurines.
No frames. The
Oh,
poster.
frames. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a Velcro on the back.
Oh, so it's coming off.
It was one of them. I saw it like crooked. I'm like, what's wrong? So it was like, so it was just holding up just with one Velcro. The other one wasn't. So I'm gonna have to put more or something
Oh,
because
okay, yeah.
yeah, I don't want it to break and glass all over everywhere.
Oh, that'd suck. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was Ghost. No, not Ghost Protocol. 3, the third one. Yeah.
3, yeah. Like each movie has amazing scenes, man. I can't pick my favorite because, like, we're talking about Rogue Nation. This dude holding on to a side of a plane.
Oh yeah.
And the motorcycle scene in that movie is dope. He's like leaning to the side. I'm like, damn, Tom, you are the man.
Which one is the one? Oh, maybe it's the third one when they go in Russia in that.
Oh, he puts the mask on.
Yeah, and then Simon Pegg, Simon Pegg and him,
I
and
think Ghost Protocol.
that goes for. I wanna say yeah, because he has to climb that tall wall with a wire,
Yeah.
and then he puts yeah. I wanna say and then there's a bomb that goes off, and then they blaming him.
Running, and the explosion goes off behind him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's Ghost Protocol. And I remember in part 3, there was a scene where he had to climb on top of a wall and lay on it on top of it, and then eventually jump over the wall. And he met the Asian lady inside. There was like acting like there was like a couple.
Oh, the Vatican. What's the Vatican? That one.
That
Yeah.
right. That's got a good memory, man. That's right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she
yeah, yeah.
had to blow up that car. She was like, hey, you got to do it. She closed her
Yeah,
eyes. It blew up
yeah.
that nice ass car. I'm like, damn.
That's the Asian woman you were talking about earlier,
Ooh, yeah.
right?
I forgot her
Yeah.
name. She was in the first time I seen her was in Die Hard 4. It was called what? Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah.
She was in that. Remember, she was a badass, and Bruce Willis killed her ass.
Oh, I seen it one time and that's it. I need to rewatch it. I remember
Yeah.
that.
The first one I seen her was in that, and then she was in Mission Impossible 3. I'm like, man, she's incredible. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think was it part 3 or the part 4 where they was in a jail in the beginning. I think that was Ghost Protocol. He broke into a prison and broke out.
Oh, the Dimitri guy, right? Or something like a Russian prison.
Yeah, I think that that was. I'm getting a mixture. I think Ghost Protocol. Cause the beginning of all of them had a significant intro. I think Ghost Protocol. He broke into some prison and broke somebody out. I
Yeah,
forgot.
because he's like in the cell with a ball or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. It's a Russian prison, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good intro.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I don't know, man. I think part 2 is still my favorite. The intro, climbing rocks,
Yeah.
walking off, showing off his guns. He's a little sweaty, and that they shoot that little rocket. It hits the ground and it opens up a pair of glasses. Look like Ray-Bans. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Puts the glasses on and is talking to him. I'm like, come on, this is ill. Then he goes like this, messes with self-destruct and fires. He takes the glasses off and throws them at the screen.
Slow mo. Yeah.
Come on. I don't. It's weird. Like certain movies that get a lot of hate, I never knew people didn't like them until I YouTube. I never knew nobody liked Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I never heard any hate until I came to YouTube. And same thing with Mission Impossible 2. Everybody I know loves that movie. It made a ton of money. I get to YouTube. Oh, that movie sucks. I'm like, well, what planet are you from? I don't know.
Earlier, you mentioned that MI2 had a lot of marketing, and there I know, and I remember too. There is, if you look it up on YouTube, there is a skit with what's his name? This comedian, Zoolander, Ben Stiller.
Oh, Ben Stiller. Okay.
He's wearing like the same hair than Tom Cruise, kind of long, and he's pretending to be his double or whatever. It's a funny skit. Yeah, it's a funny skit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was part of the marketing too.
I remember, man, because Tom Cruise grew his hair out. I think guys don't like it because Tom Cruise was kind of sexy in that movie. The long hair, walk around with a shirt that's it was like a little too sexy for me. So guys don't like it. Women love that movie. Tom Cruise is a sex symbol. But I think that's one of the reasons, like, oh, Tom Cruise think he's fine. I'm like, that means there's a lot of insecure men out there that can't watch movies without feeling a certain way. Hey, Tom, badass, man.
I like that one. I mean, I like the movie like that. Like, so when you mention in your video, I really like the first 3. I'm like, oh, that means number 2 is included.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, I watched part 1, 2, and 3 the most. I watched each of those films over 10 times a piece. Road Nation, I seen once. Fallout, I seen once. Ghost Protocol, maybe 2 or 3 times. But the first 3, at least 10 times a piece.
Yeah.
Those movies.
And then Fallout, that's number 6, which is 2018 or whatever.
Yeah.
That one was, I mean, it's a very good movie too. What's one of the best things that you remember? I remember about that one, that fight with Superman in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
2 versus 1, and the guy still beats both of them.
Yeah.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
Ash.
Yeah.
uh, the mustache snafu. No, this is a real mustache. I ain't cutting this shit off. I think Paramount said, no, he's keeping that mustache.
Yeah.
Superman, you fucked up. And what I remember about that movie is the helicopter scene. And he's coming
Oh,
down low, and that train's coming. I'm like, oh shit, that
yeah.
was dope. A really good car chase scene in that one. Remember, he got hit by a car and he flipped off the bike and rolled onto the ground. I remember that.
Do you remember that Halo jump that he did for that movie?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And he was holding on to that net in the air in that one too, right?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we was introduced to the White Widow in that. I was like,
Oh yeah,
whoa, whoa. Is she a villain? Is she a foe? Or is she a middleman? Fallout. Well, man, I think I like Fallout a little bit better than the one that just came out. The
Uh-huh.
one,
Yeah, yeah.
part 7. I think I like part 6 a little bit more than part 7.
Yeah.
I think the hand-to-hand combat was better.
There is more than yeah.
Definitely better. This AI bullshit. I was like, okay, you finally got a bad script. This script is not that good, but if you buy it, I buy it, Tom.
Uh-huh.
The whole AI thing, I wasn't buying it.
Because on this one, on number 7, hand-to-hand combat, there is nothing outstanding like in Fallout. Because in Fallout, that bathroom scene, that fight, it was a well-done fight. That's a good hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, there was breaking tile.
Yes. Yes.
And the way Henry Cavill said,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I would have been running. I was like, oh, you ain't hitting me, Superman. Hell no. Because the way he did his face, and I'm like, oh shit.
They were fighting with props with the sink.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
That movie was badass. And the club scene was good.
Mm-hmm.
This one had a good club scene, but there was nothing memorable about fighting. The only time he did something that was cool, he was punching that guy with his elbow up close. Now, and they showed that in the trailer a bunch of times. But this one, I thought he dressed the best. That blue suit at the airport.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go get me a blue suit and some sunglasses because of Tom Cruise did it. That was a badass suit, man.
It was nice looking. Mike, the best thing about Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Vanessa Kirby, yeah,
Rebecca Ferguson, Haley
Atwell, and Pom Klementov. Yeah, that's Mantis. Yeah,
the hottest. Woo! Yeah.
Tom Cruise knows how to hire the hottest movie ever.
I'm like, Mantis, run me over with that truck. I don't give a damn.
Oh, she looks like a psycho driving that thing, going through all the motorcycles.
Damn.
Harley Quinn.
Hell yeah.
All we need is Anne Hathaway and Zoe Saldana.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Mike, you got great taste, brother. Standing ovation. You know how to pick them women. Yes, buddy. God damn, I'm getting off the subject now. Because this particular movie now had the hottest chicks.
Yeah, just those two right there. I mean, just
all those three: Rebecca Ferguson, Atwell, and also Kirby. Oh my God!
Kirby, yeah.
Yeah, I lost my mind. I'm at the screen going like this. Oh my God! And when the character Grace, when she smiled at Tom with them perfect white teeth, the way she was doing her eyes, I'm like, damn. Here, take this shit.
Yeah,
rob me. And okay, I'm getting a little visual here. When they showed her in those tight slacks, and the camera was fixated on that buttocks, I was like,
oh, at the airplane. I mean, at the airport. I mean,
yeah. But the way she was walking, I'm like,
yeah,
bravo.
Cameraman. Have you seen that meme of the cameraman? With
man.
Christian Bale doing the thing
is beautiful. Oh my God! And even when she walked, they was sexy. And their chemistry, they was both walking fast. She was keeping up with Tom. They both started running. I'm like, man, she almost stole the movie from Tom. And then a third act, them two together, the whole train sequence.
Oh, that's one of my favorite scenes of the movie, like the train.
It's my favorite scene. And I like how they pay attention to detail when she grabbed
Mhm.
her hair and tied it up into the ponytail so she could
Oh,
start.
trying to go, yeah. So try to stop it, figure it out. You figure it out. How to
Yeah,
stop the train. The cameraman had the greatest job on that movie.
the DP,
The
buddy.
director of photography. It probably wasn't work for him.
Pleasure. Uh, I don't need a paycheck. I just want to keep the footage. And another thing about that movie, man, when Grace, the attention to detail, when she put on the mask of the character of White Widow, but her eyes
Mhm.
were brown, and no one really paid attention to that because obviously the White Widow, her eyes are blue like the
Blue.
sky, and when she put on the mask, I'm like, nobody realized her eyes are brown. But I thought it was a nice attention to detail that you
Yeah.
can't change your eye color, just the mask and the voice
Yeah.
modulation. That was very very well done, man. And the Fiat scene where he calls for the car, the little Fiat comes out. I'm like, wow, I got all these nice cars. I'm like, oh shit, look at these cars.
That was one of the funny one of the little comedy in there, like something it pops back. I'm like, what was that?
It was what, electric?
Yeah.
Man, that was funny.
It
But
was so convenient for because with that little one, he was able to get into that little hole, like the
little alleyways and halls.
alleyway, yeah, whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah, and that military vehicle Jeep that
Oh, the mantis hat, yeah, yeah.
that thing was scary. And
Oh,
she's
yeah, like an
driving the hell out of that thing.
unstoppable thing.
Unstoppable, man. She's taking people out. And that was a great scene with all the cop cars and everything taking place. The airport wasn't a lot of action, but it was a lot of tension. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. The
And it was
part with
kind of
the bomb.
uh-huh.
I was on the edge of my seat, man. And I'm like, okay, this is clever. But what I didn't understand, how the AI was making people disappear.
Oh, he was making
Camera,
Gabriel disappear. How? I don't know. Well, he was making it only through the cameras, I guess.
yeah, you
But I
couldn't
don't.
see his reflection, but you couldn't see him. That part wasn't explained to me a whole lot.
Mhm.
But Gabriel, now he wasn't villainous, but he was smooth, man. He was a smooth dude. But I remember him from La Bamba a long time ago.
Oh, okay. I don't remember him from anything. Maybe I see him before. I don't.
Well, you don't recognize him with the gray beard, but he was in La Bamba. He was young, but he's a smooth dude, man. I liked him as a character.
Uh-huh. No
I mean,
matter if it's a comedy, horror, drama, etc., only Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves are saving
ab-
cinema.
he's absolutely right. The two most memorable movies of this entire year is John Wick 4 and Mission Impossible 7.
Also 7. Yeah.
And these are guys that are both in their 60s saving the entire genre.
Carrying the whole theater movie
On
industry
his back. Like,
on
oh,
their back.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, true.
You know, they're still big time stars. They got their own franchise now, and hey, thank God for these two movies. Other than that, this summer and fall was a dud. The spring, I guess Guardians of the Galaxy was good, Spider-Man, but other than that, nothing really holds any weight.
Yeah. To me, March was when he started getting a little bit of momentum with Creed 3,
Yeah, yeah.
John Wick 4. There were like two other movies that kind of big one that came
A
out in
couple of
March.
good horror movies came out. Was it Scream?
Oh yeah, Scream, and there's
I'm
another one.
trying to think.
I watched them all, but I'm trying to remember them.
Mm-hmm.
Creed 3, Scream 6 or 7, where it was. John Wick 4. Well, actually, it didn't do well. Shazam, that was the other one, but that one didn't do well. Yeah.
I waited till it came on Max.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like it, man.
Yeah.
It was boring, and the special effects was surprisingly bad. Now, my girl's in there. What's her name? The Asian lady from Charlie's Angels. What's her name?
Oh, Lucy Liu.
Lou, yeah, she was good in the movie, you
Yeah.
know. But other than that, that was surprisingly bad.
Did you see that in terms of AI, I am assuming it can create a replica of a person's likeness. So maybe it tampered with the CCTV to show anyone who viewed it Gabriel wasn't there.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I
They
couldn't
didn't explain
figure it
about.
out,
Hmm.
but I thought it was pretty cool. Um, I guess the AI sunk itself on purpose so it couldn't be found. I thought that was pretty clever. How he had their own missile shoot and come back and destroy the ship so it would sink. So maybe in part two, the villain would be more of a focal point to really show how scary it is. And this one, I'm like, AI, really? Ethan
So
Hunt's faster than AI? It didn't seem Mission Impossible like. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh yeah, I was thinking about Avengers: Age of Ultron when they said like the AI is getting being sentient or something.
Yeah, become self-aware.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, like Ultron, kind of.
Yeah. At least you had a robot walk around beating people up. And this one, I'm like, it's a big old red ball. And
He's
it's,
not. He's not. He has no body yet. Yeah, just
yeah,
throughout out there in the cybernetic space, I guess, or whatever.
right. And it looked like we built the thing. It was on a Russian sub. So I'm like, well, I don't know. And the whole key thing, it was just that MacGuffin
Hmm.
just didn't work for me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here, this key, you get it together, you put it inside the bomb. I'm like, I thought that was the weakest part of the whole plot, going after the key, not knowing what the key is for. But my favorite thing about this movie are the callbacks to part one.
Hmm.
The original guy back that gave Ethan his mission,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
but I liked him. And Ethan Hunt was doing tricks with his hands again, like in part one. Now you see it.
Oh
Now,
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he did that in part one. I'm like, okay, some good callbacks, some good callbacks.
In part one or in the first one, he had what was it like a floppy disk,
Yeah,
right?
they're going.
Non-existence now.
Yeah,
The
and
floppy disk.
the guy had the real one in his hand, and he was so frustrated with Ethan Hunt, he just threw it down in the trash can.
That was the real one.
And then Ron's character was like, Luther was like, "Hey man," he said, "Hey," he picked it up. He had the real one, and Luther was like, "God damn."
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant. And this one, they kept changing pockets and changing hands. I thought that was pretty clever.
Uh-huh.
But everybody kept putting that key in a pocket. I'm like, something that important. I'm not gonna put it in my little pocket right here. Everybody got pickpocketed out of their pockets from that damn key. It was just, it got a little silly at that point.
Uh-huh.
One time Grace had it, Gabriel had it, Tom had it. I'm like, who got this damn key now? At the very end, Tom had it. So all this fighting and bumping into each other, you pickpocketing people. I thought that
Mhm.
was kind of silly. So you mean he pickpocketed him on the train? I guess we had a knife to his neck. I guess he probably
Uh-huh.
pickpocketed them. I'm like, okay, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. In the top when he was about to kill him or whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
And,
they were close.
those agents, and this one, they were idiots. Those two guys, that one black dude, and I'm like,
Yeah.
who are you guys?
Comedy relief kind
Bert
of.
and Ernie from Sesame Street. Guys are idiots. I mean, everybody was faking them out. I'm like, come on, this is getting silly.
He was trying to see if they were real or not. Remember, he was trying to remove it.
Yeah. Hey man, I tell you what, it faked me out in the very beginning. I had no idea that was Ethan Hunt walking to the security and everything. I'm like,
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
I
mean, yeah.
and I'm like, oh. And this movie had the longest intro out of all of them. It was damn near 3 scenes, major scenes in the desert and all this other stuff before they even showed the opening credits. I thought that was pretty cool.
The submarine and all these things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
You had the submarine, then he had Ethan meet that guy at the warehouse to get the mission,
Yeah,
and then he's in the Arabian desert, whatever he was, uh, with Rebecca Ferguson's character,
yeah.
and then he's in that room with all these agents, and the green smoke goes off, and I said, "Oh!" And then the opening credits happen. I'm like, "Damn, okay, movie got my attention."
Yeah. Rashad said it best. He don't want to be Skynet. Oh yeah, he said it in his review. Yeah.
I said he made up a word, man. I was cracking. I don't be Skynet. But
That's gonna
some
be fun.
people are afraid of AI. So I guess it does make a good villain, but nothing is scarier than Terminator. Nothing. Yes, Skynet, and you have the actual cyborg killing people. To me, that's the scariest version of AI I've ever seen. So this one here, kind of like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because it's
Terminator, he just needed a gun. That's all he needed. It was a gun. I'm gonna get your ass.
Q. It was hard to connect with this story.
I totally agree, man. The story didn't like. This is your mission to find a key that you don't know what it does and where it goes. There's one key over here. It didn't flow like. And how did Rebecca Ferguson's character find the first key? She went to the Russian Antarctic and find a key around the guy's neck. It didn't make sense.
How
You know?
did she? Yeah, they didn't explain how she got it in the first place. How she got the first half.
Yeah. And then who hired? I guess the AI hired Grace's character to steal the other. Man, it was sloppy. It was.
Mhm. Yeah, like talking about the story. Some people don't like the MI2 because the story with the chimera, whatever the virus.
Yeah.
I think it's a solid story. I mean, it's a virus.
Better than this one. Shit.
It just happened in 2020. Right? I mean, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that can really happen. I guess this is something that can really happen too. But
Yeah.
this one, it just didn't flow together at all. What else? Hmm.
Oh, some of the weaknesses. The Mantis character, she didn't have a lot of lines. She was just like the typical henchwoman. I mean, she was bad, like fighting or whatever. But
Yeah, that's typical with Hollywood. You know,
mhm,
get a badass Asian character, but they can't talk. They can whoop every part of your ass and drive anything, but they can't talk. You know, at the end, I like her character arc at the end. So
yeah,
hopefully she's part of the team in the next one.
she's still
Still
she
alive. That stupid ass agent? He said, "Oh, her pulse
oh
is
yeah,
still."
her pulse, yeah, her pulse, yep,
Hopefully, she teams up with the team because she was likable, and maybe they give her some speaking lines this time. Do some shit.
yeah.
She was
Uh,
bad.
do you think they are gonna pass the the baton to Haley Atwell?
Hell no. Tom Cruise said in an interview, "I'm gonna play this character until I'm 80, like Harrison Ford played Indiana Jones." Hell no. Tom Cruise would be dumb to give this up. This is his cash cow.
Yeah. But maybe making her part of the team. That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah, she replaces Rebecca Ferguson's character.
Ah, okay, yeah. So
I'm
she
like,
died for sure.
did they have to kill her? Well, you had to get something emotional for Ethan to be pissed off at. They killed his love interest. So, okay, I got to go kill this dude, but he can't kill him because if you kill him, you're doing the AI a favor. So
Yeah.
it was kind of muddy waters, but that's supposed to be his whole motivation. I'm like, that was not a good reason to kill her off. It wasn't.
Mhm.
I'd rather her go rogue than get killed off.
Yes. So maybe Mantis will be back. We'll see.
But
And
they made her survive and have a character arc on purpose.
mhm.
And so she'll be part of the team. And obviously at the end, Grace said, I want to join the
Yeah.
team. So
I
long,
want
long she got a criminal background and can beat up people, hey, you could be part of the team. I'm gonna call my homies in Compton. Y'all want a job? But yeah, but overall, it was good, man. None of these movies are bad. I like some more than others, but it was a solid entry, and I had
Mhm.
a blast, man, with this movie, man. It's the best movie of the summer, easily.
Yeah, it's really yeah. Definitely is gonna make it in my top 10 of the year for sure. Somewhere in my top 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Tom Cruise. He's personified Mr. Hollywood, man. He makes movies that everybody universally likes. They're not, oh my God, dare I say the word woke? They're
Mhm.
not, they're not chauvinists. You know, there's so many things now that people complain about. Top Gun in this one, you really can't complain about anything unless you're looking to find something
Something to complain
talk about
about.
in a negative way. These movies are universally beloved. I love it.
Mhm. Yeah. And do you know when is the other part two coming out? I haven't looked it up.
I have no idea. Did they
Mm,
shoot them back to back? Or are they still shooting it?
that's a
I
good.
think they're shooting them back to back, but I heard in the interview, Christopher McQuarrie said the biggest and most dangerous stunt is going to be in part two. This will be the most dangerous stunt out of all the movies. So I'm like, so they're already filming, but they said the stunt that they're working on is taking over a year to shoot. They said, and Dead Reckoning Part Two, there's a clip on YouTube, you can find it, where the director's talking about, he said the most dangerous stunt that Tom Cruise would ever do would be in part two. I'm like, damn, that sold my tickets already, just hearing that conversation.
Did he say anything else or just that?
Just that. Because
Oh man, yeah.
the interviewer said, so what's the most dangerous stunt you guys did? He says, oh, it's this one we're doing now in the next movie. I'm like, wow. Okay, he hung onto a train. I mean, to a plane.
Yeah.
He flew a real helicopter.
Yep.
Just off a cliff with a motorcycle and a parachute. I'm like,
And that Halo jump too
Halo
in
jump. And
yeah.
then that scene in Dubai, he was really on that window, and I was shit. I would have CGI like a mom. Like, where my body double at? Hell, just the wind alone blowing. I'd be like, who's not afraid of heights?
Yeah, I
And
guess it's
part
scary.
sliding down that glass roof. And part three, he was
Mhm.
sliding for a long time, and that car chase. And
Yeah,
part three, he hung his head out and almost hit the ground with his head. Tom Cruise is
it's
incredible.
insane. Yeah.
And
I
he was
want.
driving motorcycles in part two, and in part five, he was driving those motorcycles like crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. What they're gonna do? I don't know. What they're gonna go to space?
Hey, he's going to be doing a movie where he's going to be in space for real. It's going to be captured. So yeah, you spoke that into existence. He's supposed to be doing a movie in space, and he's really going to be in space filming this movie. I heard.
Yeah, I heard that too. Maybe like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago,
Yeah. So
something like that. But that was a different movie, right? Or he was
totally,
gonna,
totally different movie. Yeah.
yeah, and it was gonna be like only like 2 or 3 people, like maybe somebody with a camera, like because it's out in space, so it will be only like 3 people max or something like that.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. I wouldn't be a DP for that. No, like, hey Tom, I see you back on Earth, not Earth, Earth.
Can you imagine doing that, dude?
Hell no, I can't imagine. No, me and Tom can't hang out, man, because the things he likes to do, Tom, I would never do that. Tom, I would come over to my house for the weekend to do what? Play dominoes? No, we're gonna jump off a cliff. All right, Tom, I'll see you when you get back.
I know.
No,
Oh.
pizza, play some dominoes. No, man, we're gonna go to the job of the see you when you get
Oh,
back.
talking about something like
Hey,
that.
something came across my screen. Dead
Oh,
Record made 80 million this weekend. It just popped on my screen. It made 80 million.
80
80 million in 3 days. Well,
opening week.
technically, probably 5 days because it opened up early, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
that's
cost
actually.
300 million, like Fast and Furious and Indiana Jones.
Oh man, those movies, man, they're so expensive, and they didn't make. I don't think they're gonna be.
How the hell you green like that as a studio? How do you green like that, man? How do you like? Okay, sounds good. You're never gonna make your money back. I mean, those movies cost more than Avatar Part Two, The Way of Water.
Yeah,
How- What are you thinking? But yeah, it came across my screen that Dead Reckoning made 80 million. So that's good, man. I'm glad to hear it has some success.
yeah,
I don't know the budget of the film though. I have to look that up later.
yeah. I don't know the budget either, but I'm sure it's gonna break even. It has to break even. I'm sure. I mean, because it's getting positive word of mouth. Like very positive word of mouth.
Oh man, and the marketing for this film, I think, is just as strong as it was for part two. They show Tom Cruise walking to the theaters, talking with common folks and slapping five and taking pictures. He's really is going to make money because he's producer of this film. So he put up his own money as a producer. So he's making his money back and the studio's making money. And he's really promoting this the old fashioned way. He's out in public, red carpet, sneaking into theaters, meeting with people, watching it with common folks.
Yeah.
He's got to be the most beloved dude in Hollywood right now. He totally reinvigorated his whole career and his you know the people, the way he's perceived. Everybody loves Tom Cruise. If you don't, because you're mad.
Yeah. 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 Just like Keanu. Everybody loves Keanu.
Man, how do you not like that dude, man? You hate yourself if you don't like him.
You don't like him, yeah.
He's tall and handsome. Oh, brother, what do you want me to say? And, and usually, people start looking bad after 30 of the Caucasian persuasion. These guys, they follow the laws of nature. Tom Cruise looks incredible. Keanu Reeves, this dude is smooth, man.
He's in his 50s, right? Late 50s?
Late 50s at least, yeah.
At least, yeah.
He looks the same when he was in Speed. He just has a beard,
Yeah.
and the long black hair and wearing a suit. It's a cool character arc, man. I love John Wick's character, man. Or the Boogeyman. Come on, how you not love that dude? The Babadook, whatever you want to call him.
Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga, yeah, Baba Yaga. Hey, he might be back. Huh? Did you hear about John Wick 5?
Yeah, I thought for sure he's dead. They at the grave. Then I heard it made so much money, and Keanu Reeves said, "Yeah, I'm gonna come back." So I think that grave is a fake grave to act like he's dead.
Yeah.
And they probably did that. They shot it that way to say, "Okay, if we make money, we'll bring him back." But how are you gonna outdo Part 4? That's like the best action movie. I think. I don't know, man. Take your pick which one you like better, Mission Impossible or John Wick. I'm going to say as a tie because I love both franchises. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the action is like the
Totally different.
different. Yeah, totally. Yeah, because John Wick has a lot of like martial arts, like a lot of hand-to-hand combat, and a lot of people getting shot in the head. Which I
hope they make another one because the Asian lady that played the guy's daughter, dude.
Oh yeah.
I fell in love with her, and believe it or not, she's not even an actress. She's a pop star over in Japan in real life. This is her first movie role.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
But man, whoo-wee.
Yeah, she can move.
In love with her. The minute I seen her on screen, I'm like, yes. So yeah, make Part 5 and bring her back because she has to avenge her father's death.
Yeah, that's how she was thought. Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
So the only thing I was thinking, just like you, like probably he wants to get out of this world, right? So he faked that he died.
Right.
He's gonna be somewhere, maybe change his name or something, and then something might happen that he has to come back. I don't know.
Oh yeah, another dog will get killed. He's like, oh man.
Yeah.
Maybe Benji's cousin to get ran over by a car, or Lassie's third cousin to get shot by a hunter. Oh shit, you killed Lassie the third. I got to come back and get you. They're gonna kill Marmaduke. Like, oh shit.
Because in the movie, what's my call it? Oh man, Akira, what was his name?
Oh,
Donnie Yen is still alive.
Yep.
Mr. Nobody is still alive.
Yep.
And everybody's still alive. So
and they still got to build the new Continental in New York, right? Is it
New York? Yeah. And the high table, we haven't seen anybody from the high table yet, right?
No, I mean it still exists.
Yeah.
So
They haven't, they only send the Marquis, but the Marquis, he also is under the high table. Like the
yeah.
Marquis is not like the big dog.
Well, they said once Homeboy got killed, he would be replaced. So somebody's gonna take his place.
Hmm.
We just don't know who it is yet.
Yeah.
And maybe he has a vendetta because maybe that was his cousin that got shot. Who knows? Might have
Yeah.
been related. You killed my brother, John Wick. I got to cut you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll figure it out. I mean, they'll make it. But yeah, but it's gonna be hard to top, the action.
I just I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah, me neither.
Just
It
doing
was.
donuts in a muscle car with no doors and shooting people in the head. I'm like,
Yeah, and that was that,
I was like this. I've never seen this in my life.
and the action was also artistic. Like the way that remember
It was
that
like
scene
a
in the
dance.
house.
Like a dance, man. It was
Yeah,
well choreographed, you know. It was beautiful, man. And then the overhead shot like a video game,
yeah, that one. Yeah,
uh, club scene. I mean, the opening scene at the hotel. I mean, I'm like, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I got to give Keanu Reeves mad respect to train that hard and to know how to hold a gun to make it look real. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Not all actors can do that, but it looked like he's shooting the hell out of people for real.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he was back. I think for I don't know if you saw that there is a clip behind the scene where he was training, he and Haley Berry for John Wick 3. They were
Yeah,
shooting like real guns and timing. It was like a timing thing for
yeah.
training.
And I
Yeah,
think when you're in a martial arts film and you're the only white guy, you got to be good.
yeah.
You got to be like, you got to make me believe, okay, yeah, you can beat people up. And if you can't beat him up, you better be able to shoot him. So he can do both. He can
Yeah,
do
Kung Fu.
that, and he looks good. He looks believable shooting guns because this movie had a lot of Asian actors that was really good with martial arts, man. And
Mm-hmm.
again, he stole the movie besides
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. So you have this dilemma of a co-star that's so good, you got to bring him back.
Yeah.
Gotta bring-
I'm up for it. I'm just waiting to hear. Well, first we need to get the writers and the actors
Oh
back.
yeah, man, it's gonna be man because right now 2025 is in jeopardy.
Oh yeah.
What's already shot and stocked and filmed will come out next year. Well, some of my favorite movies that I
Mm-hmm.
was looking forward to, Maxine. What's going to happen with that now? Dead.
Oh, Maxine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What else? You got
That's an A24 one, right? Maxine. It's an
yeah,
A24. Yeah.
you got Maxine, and then you got Deadpool 3. You got Venom 3. Okay, Quentin Tarantino's new movie. It's
Oh yeah, yeah. The movie critic or the critic, whatever it's called. Yeah.
and no one knows what he's doing, but you know he's working on something. Jordan Peele, whatever he's working on next,
Mhm.
it's on the whole. You got all these great directors and producers now who got to
Blade.
see what happens. I'm like,
Blade.
I said,
Blade.
what? In the meantime, come to YouTube and watch Speed Racer 2. Yeah.
Right.
Come do that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, we were just like getting over COVID. Like the industry was getting over COVID, and now we got this.
And see, people now have options, man. So they're not going to come back to the theaters.
Hmm.
And people don't like strikes. When people hear the politics, what's really going on, they're not going to support Hollywood in theaters no more, man. Because right now, you got billionaires fighting with common folks, and that just looks good on all fronts. And they got to hold out and make Hollywood stop. But now they can start using AI scripts. They're gonna find a way to start doing things. But they got to make a stand. They have to make a stand, or they're gonna get screwed again for the next 3 years under their contract.
Is it like I heard like the studios are the ones who don't want to negotiate, right? They don't want
No,
the ones. Yeah.
no, because I watched this one show. I think it was It could have been Dan Murrell, or it could have been the other guy, Chris Stuckman. They gave an example of what's her name that plays the Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson, yeah.
The film she was just in a couple of weeks ago. You did a out of the theater review. The one about it was all colorful, about aliens coming down. What's that movie called?
Oh, Asteroid City.
Asteroid City. She was in that.
Yeah.
Now, pay per day was $4,200. That sounds like a lot of money. Man, she's getting $4,200 every day. Okay, taxes. You got to pay your agent. You got to pay your union. After everything was taken out, she was making $1,600 a day out of $4,200. Now, for common folks, oh, that's a lot of money. Okay, let's take our salary. Imagine losing a third of it. You can't live off of that. And these Hollywood stars can't live off a third of what's given to them. $4,200 a day seems like a nice profit. You're actually taking home $1,600 a day.
For her?
Yeah, for her, for that movie, she was in Asteroid City. That was her salary. That was her salary. And I didn't see the movie. Was she in the movie a lot?
Yeah, she's in there for a good part of it. She's
okay.
You could say she's part of the one of the main, because you know, like Wes Anderson, he likes to put a bunch of good actors into just one movie, right? Like his movie, that's what he does. So I would say she's one of the ones that are one of the biggest ones there.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I watched the movie only one time, and
I
think I'm good. I mean, it entertained me, which that says a lot, because I was very hesitant to watch it because the trailer is so confusing. The trailer.
Yeah, it's a weird trailer.
His movies are weird anyway.
Yeah, man, he's an auteur.
Yeah, dude. But that guy knows his colors. He knows.
Beautiful.
His camera angles. He knows. Yeah.
Yeah, his films. I like to put them on in the background at the crib, turn on the volume, and just play some music and clean up the house. And while you glance at the TV, go, man, that's a beautiful shot. It's like watching Avatar. I can watch Avatar with no sound. Play in the house and clean up, and it's just every frame of that film is just gorgeous. Every frame.
Yeah, same thing. Hey, did you watch his last movie, The French Dispatch?
No, I didn't.
No, I did, but I didn't like that movie. I was bored. I got into my phone. I mean, I usually don't do my phone in the theater, but that day I was sitting at the very end. So I wasn't flashing anybody, you know. So I hate people like that. But I was by myself at the very end, so nobody, you know, because I hate people. I hate people sitting in the front and then going like this in a dark theater. I'm like, dude.
I'm like, yeah, man, the theater experience have definitely took a dip. His movies, Wes Anderson's movies, it's more of a study, like homework for me. It's not out of pleasure. Like, if I want to be a better director, his films I want to watch as a case study, how to shot or something like that. I don't watch his films for pleasure. I just want to better myself as a director. I watch his films and his style, because when you're an entertainer, you have to appreciate all different types. Like you're a music artist, you have to appreciate all different types of music if you want to be an artist. You can't say, I don't like this and I like this, because I'm gonna say something that's not very popular. Superhero movies, except for a few, are not works of art. Like the Dark Knight, that movie is it's an art piece. The way it's shot is beautiful. You know, Avengers, no. It's not a piece of art. It's not. It's not filmmaking at its highest level.
It's not cinema like Scorsese said.
Yeah. I mean, Dark Knight was shot in Chicago. Those are real buildings that's tangible, and camera angles and lighting makes it look beautiful. They turn it into Gotham. Whereas these superhero movies, you got all this green screen, and
Yeah,
it's movie making, but it's not cinema. It's
yeah,
not classic Hollywood. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, no, I do, and I think that's what Scorsese meant.
Yeah, it just came out
A
wrong.
lot of, yeah, yeah. It came out wrong.
And did you see the
Uh,
trailer? Do you see the trailer of his new movie?
yeah, actually, I just watched it last night. Prior to MI7.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he has a point. That movie looks incredible, and
Uh, Something about the moon. Riders of the no. What?
something about flower or
Flow-
something.
Flowers of the something moon.
Yeah,
Flowers of the
is it?
something moon. Yeah.
But to make a town look old using practical effects like Quentin Tarantino's last movie, he didn't use CG. He took Hollywood and remade it old. You know,
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like stuff like that. And it
I
might be
love that guy. I love that guy, Tarantino.
he's a real filmmaker, and he likes superhero movies. Who don't like superhero movies? But I don't take them as serious as I do classic cinema, like
Yeah,
God Win, Avengers. Two different things. They're both movies. They've both been shown in theaters. Oscar winner. This one, entertainment value. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
No,
Two
no,
different.
yeah.
And I'm kind of like in the middle. I love this stuff, but my hero is Spike Lee, and he'll never make a superhero film. He makes films that make you think, and his shot composition is something you will always remember. And you see his movie, and you be like, "Oh, that's Spike Lee." Or Christopher Nolan's another one. He
Mhm.
shoots it high angle, looking down. It's a very unique shot. In all of his body shots, he never shows the waist a lot. He shows the torso up. That's
Mhm.
the style of filmmaking when he frames a shot. Those are things I pay attention to, and I think it's clever, man. You want to leave your mark.
So going back to the French Dispatch. So I got a little bit on my phone because I was like I'm just gonna leave. So I was really close. I haven't so far. I have never walked out of the theater. So that one I was close. Like the idea crossed my mind. I didn't, but however,
Close.
yeah, I was close. However, that movie, it might be the most beautiful movie I have ever seen. I think. I
Yeah.
think that's the most beautiful looking movie. The French Dispatch. It goes with different aspect ratios. It goes black and white.
Oh
It
yeah.
goes to colors. It goes to the angles. It goes. He did an excellent job shooting it.
Yeah.
The story, I don't know. I got lost, and I'm like after the first act, I was out. Like I checked out. You know.
Yeah. Every director has a niche. Christopher Nolan, his dialogue is very scientific, kind of hard to follow, but it's so beautiful to look at. You don't care. Quentin Tarantino is all about dialogue, and he still shoots a pretty damn good looking film. Spike Lee, controversial, very intellectual dialect. Steven Spielberg, there's nothing he can't do.
Yeah, in the
Every
goat.
genre of film, he can do it, and he does it the best.
Yeah.
And he, of course, one of my heroes is Alfred Hitchcock. I love horror and suspense. He knew how to hold a shot. You don't have to always move the camera. You move the camera when it's necessary to create some kind of effect. But other than that, put the camera there, let the actors act, and that's it. So there have been so many different styles of filmmaking. I admire all of them.
Hmm. Yeah, those are some of my favorite directors.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, the French Dispatch. So yeah, that was. I mean, if you wanna, I mean, I think if you wanna watch it, just. I mean, I'm sure some people might have loved it, but I'm not saying that it's just me. Like I wasn't really into.
It sounds like a movie that if you take a film class, they would show it in that class.
Hmm.
Something like that. That
Yeah,
makes sense. But to watch it for pleasure, hell.
yeah,
But like I said, a case study. Okay, this is homework. I need to watch this movie because my professor told me to for the class. Then I'll watch the film, and it'll show you how ratio, how to frame a shot, 'cause those things. And I'm pretty sure it's beautifully lit. The color correction is probably like wow, perfect.
It
Those are,
has a lot of different. Yeah, that one has a lot of different colors. Like
yeah,
Asteroid City, it has like maybe like 2% black and white, and the rest of it is in color, but it keeps the same type of the color grading is almost the same. The French Dispatch it varies,
yeah. I like that.
and I like that. Yeah, that's what I liked about the movie. But that was only my third Wes Anderson movie, so it's not like I haven't seen all the other ones he's made. So
I mean, he's definitely an auteur, but think about it. Their films are so expensive to make, and they don't make the studios money.
oh yeah,
They're great, and because of their reputation, they throw all this money at them. And look at Babylon. That shit bombed.
oh I didn't see it. I
I didn't either because I didn't want to see it because
yeah.
I wait to come on streaming, man. Because Hollywood are throwing money at people because of who they are. Steven Spielberg, his last two movies are box office bust. Yeah, they're getting nominated at Oscars. The studio ain't making no money off of you, Steven.
Yeah.
You know, so Hollywood really got to change up there. I watched this show called Double Toasted, my favorite YouTube channel. They did a thing about what's the problem with blockbusters. They're saying they need to take the formula of horror movies. Horror movies are cheap to make. They make their budget back in one weekend, and people have repeat business because it's a good story. Hey, go see this movie, man, called Barbarian. It's a weird movie, and word of mouth gets around. And these movies are cheap. I tell my friends all the time, I love horror movies. If I ever got a contract with Jason Blum, dude, all I need is 5 million. And
Yeah.
my formula, I would never hire a popular actor. Why? So
They
they can
they
so they
want to
can
take over.
killed. That's dumb. Give me a bunch of nobodies. I don't mean that in a bad way, but give me some regular actors, and as a director, you make them great.
Mhm.
And like me and Tom Cruise can work together. He'll boss me around. Hey, I know you're the director, TJ, but we're gonna do it this way. Damn, Tom, because Tom he fucked up the money with his idea. Tom came in there and fucked that movie, and the director was like, "Hey, ain't my movie no more." I would never want to work with big time actors because they become
The director.
yeah. And you're like, oh no, I'm not doing that, man. Give me some nobodies, and you direct your film and you make them become popular. And that's the way you do it. And
Hmm.
right now, Hollywood, these directors got such a big title, like Oppenheimer. It might be the best movie of the year when it's all said and done, but will it make the studio money?
Hmm. Who knows?
Because his movies always lose money. Christopher Nolan's movies
Yeah.
always lose money. But everybody says he's the best in this. Okay, if you're the best, you need to win some championships.
Yeah.
Losing, if you're the best. And so you got all these movies that made for like 15 million, 13 million, Megan, maybe 25. And all these horror movies are
Cheap.
making ton of okay. Insidious knocked out Indiana Jones after 1 week. Okay, you got Indiana Jones.
Yeah. With Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, I mean,
Yeah.
and Insidious. I've never seen none of those movies. I heard
Mm.
part one or two is okay. I never even seen the movies. I'm like, it did what?
Yeah.
Wow. And that's the problem with Hollywood. Insidious cost very little money, made 32 million, made his budget back in 1 week, and knocked out the reigning champion for the weekend. I'm like, Hollywood, you better wake up.
Oh, Sound of Freedom. It also beat Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, a movie I think for 10 million, 40 million budget, something like
Yeah.
that.
The movie been on the shelf for 5 years because
Yes.
Hollywood. So a small studio took a chance, and made money and made a statement.
Yeah, I don't know how much. It already passed the budget big time.
Hell yeah.
It already passed the budget big time. I
I
know. I
mean,
don't know how much, but I know it did.
see, Hollywood is so stuck on making money that not all movies are for entertainment. Some movies are for educational purposes and to put positivity in the air. You need movies like documentaries are so important,
Mm-hmm.
but Hollywood don't care about documentaries.
Hmm.
You need movies to educate people, not always entertain people. And that movie about the freedom was
Yeah.
a movie that was necessary, at least for one watch, to open your eyes and ears to what really goes on in this country.
Yeah. It's a heavy watch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heavy lesson, but you have to educate yourself what goes on in the world. And
Mm-hmm.
not everything is about superheroes, people flying around with capes, beating up villains. You know, that it serves no purpose but to entertain.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Blumhouse. They know how to make
Dude,
cheap movies and make profit. Jason Blum is the goat.
man, he has the formula. And
Mm-hmm.
even when he makes a bad film, it makes money. No
Yeah.
one like Halloween Ends, but it made all his money back.
Yeah.
And I mean, people say, "Oh, that movie sucks," but it wasn't a financial failure.
Yeah.
People says, "Whoa, The Flash is great," but it's a financial failure.
It was
So,
really good, but yeah, it flopped big time.
yeah. So, what's more important to you as a boss? Oh, everybody likes my film, but I'm in the red. Well, only cinema score is kind of low on this last movie we did, but we made 3 times the profit. Okay, I don't care what people say, as long as we
Yeah.
that's the business of Hollywood. And right now, I mean, Disney looks bad for Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're destroying IPs. I mean, who would thought Indiana Jones would be a flop?
No one.
No one.
No one.
And how many people don't care about Star Wars the way they used to?
Mm-hmm.
They oversaturated the market with all these Star Wars movies. Well, now the original trilogy is like, I don't care no more. They watered it down. It's not special. And Disney, look, they take their own IPs and remake them. They take a Disney classic and do a remake of live action. And you see with the Little Mermaid, it didn't make money back, but it wasn't a complete failure. But to their standards, it's a failure. It didn't make money.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, original ideas and big budgets is costing the industry big time.
Yeah. I wonder what have they announced what's the next live action Disney like from
Yeah,
the.
it's supposed to be Moana, I think.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm
Well,
like, are
that
you
is
serious?
it's not
It,
that old.
it's not even a classic yet.
Yeah. Huh.
That's yeah, Disney. I don't know what's going on over there, man.
Yeah.
That creative thinking room inside the office, they need to go there with a broom and get all rid of those guys, get some new blood in there because their ideas are bad. Really.
Have you been watching some of the shows on TV, like Disney shows, or no?
Um, I watched them all. I watched WandaVision.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the only one worth it. There, I thought was.
Yeah, that's the best one. What's the other one? The Captain America one. What was that one called? Winter Soldier.
Oh, Winter Falcon and Winter
Yeah,
Soldier.
I would never revisit that. I didn't like Hawkeye. I didn't. I got 3 episodes into the She-Hulk and I gave up. Now Miss Marvel, I actually like that. I finished the whole series.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah,
I couldn't finish. I only watched like three.
yeah. And
And then,
what's the other one with the night moon man? What night?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Moon Knight.
yeah.
Yeah,
Second episode, I gave up.
that one I finished it, but I finished it as a chore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's the other one? The new one, Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I fell asleep on part 1,
Mm-hmm.
and part 2 in the middle of it, I just turned it off. I haven't revisited.
Oh, I haven't. I saw the first one, the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh well. I was late to it because after She-Hulk I canceled the subscription. No, it had nothing to do with She-Hulk. It was just like I'm like no,
I'm,
I
you waste,
don't know so many stream
and like,
services.
I didn't like the Book of Boba Fett. That was terrible. The 3rd season of Mandalorian was just okay.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
And everybody loves Andor. I couldn't get past the first episode. I turned it off. I said, no,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't do this, man.
I
And
only watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I haven't. No, I don't know much.
the only thing I look forward to is Netflix when they do those Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things, man.
Oh yeah.
And I was really surprised how good Wednesday was. That was a great show. Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah. I watched the first 4 episodes in one day, and then I think I haven't finished it. I think it's 8 episodes. I think or
Eight-
7. Well, I'm halfway there. You know which one I did finish it like right away? The Arnold Netflix documentary.
I heard it's really good.
Dude, you gotta check it out. It's only 3 episodes, and I didn't know that. I was like, what? I wanted more.
Oh yeah.
I was like that meme with Dave Chappelle when he has like all that powder, white powder. Is there more episodes?
Right. Scratching.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
that's a great documentary, bro.
only 3 episodes. Oh man. Oh.
Oh man.
Oh man, but yeah, I gotta say, Mission Impossible 7 is probably gonna be the best movie of the summer. It might not make the most money of the summer, but I think it's the best summer movie.
Mm-hmm. And I know this week Oppenheimer comes out and Barbie. Are you gonna watch any of those?
Oppenheimer definitely, and I might go see Barbie because I'm hearing great things about it. It's like the trailer's is just deceiving. They say it's probably one of the best movies of the year. I'm like, really? So I got to see it for myself.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to see Oppenheimer. Barbie might be on the back burner. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you on that one. I'm still deciding if I want to see Barbie. I'm gonna wait to hear what people say.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch musicals, and I'm not saying that Barbie's a musical, but I get that vibe, so I don't know.
Man, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. So
it's like I can't figure it out. But they said it has great commentary. It has a strong message. I'm like, a blonde Barbie doll has a strong message, and Ken walking around with no hair on his chest. We'll see. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Oppenheimer is just. I love history. I'm a history buff.
mm-hmm.
So I love true stories brought to the big screen.
Yeah.
Atomic Bomb, man, that's an amazing story, and how we made something to destroy ourselves, and we've been stuck in this cycle since then. So,
mm-hmm.
and I love to see his camera work, man. I mean,
yeah,
for Nolan he's a master class director. I don't like all of his films, but I like looking at all his films. That makes sense, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Q, he always gets the early releases for some reason. He's watching Barbie tomorrow.
Okay, man. Do me a favor. I want you to get some hairspray that's pink. And yeah, man. Go ahead and spray your hair, man. Where's the pink lipstick? I know your wife got plenty of makeup. Go ahead and get dolled up, brother. Wear a pink pimp jacket with some gloves and walk around and start slapping people with your pimp pink gloves.
For the out of the theater reaction like that.
Yeah, man, you got to do something crazy, Q. I know you, man. If I see you looking normal, we're gonna have a problem. I got pink.
We'll be waiting, Q, for that out of the theater reaction.
Hey, man, just get an ascot that's pink. That's all you got to do. You know, like homeboy from Scooby Doo. Just get that walking in, you know, wearing all black and a pink ascot. That'd be good enough, man. You know, whatever.
Hey, Q, are you gonna watch Oppenheimer? And if so, let us know when. He's asking, will Oppenheimer make money?
No, man, it's going to be a financial failure. It's going up against Barbie and Christopher Nolan. Like I was saying, people throw money at these directors. Christopher Nolan would get anything he wants. And when was the last time his movies made money? When was the last time his movies made money?
The Dark Knight? I don't know.
Maybe The Dark Knight Rises, but
which
everybody kisses his ass, but he don't make the studio. Man, that last movie, Tenet, bombed.
Oh, Tenet, yeah. Well, that one came out also during COVID, but still, the movie.
It was a day-to-day release.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was stupid thing.
So, but I'm trying to be cynical, but I'm being realistic. If I'm a studio head, yeah, he left Warner Brothers. We're paying all this money for this movie because this movie looks expensive.
It looks
But it's going up against Barbie, which is bad. And I don't think it's going to make money because his movies typically don't make money. Are they Oscar contenders? Yes. What are you going for? Profit or
an
or
Oscar.
yeah, oh, bragging rights. Give me the money.
Give me the
Give me
money.
that Oscar. Hell, who cares?
So he's gonna watch it on Thursday.
It's
Same.
so am I. I'm gonna go Thursday too to go see that.
Yeah, same with me. It's a 3 hour movie, dude. 3 hour long. Or 3 hour? Yeah, I want to say it's like three or almost three or something like that. Yeah.
Dude, this shit's got to stop. These long ass movies. This got to be the summer or the year of the longest movies all come out in the same year. For what?
My theater is gonna be playing Oppenheimer on Thursday. That's the opening night. He only has two shows, 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So I'm going to the 5 o'clock.
Which, man, that's God dog, man. It's got to be that damn long. We know what's going to happen. He gonna make an atomic bomb. They're gonna test this shit. That's the whole movie.
Oh, did you hear that? That he didn't use any CGI.
I believe it. That's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, I wonder how.
They built the city. They got to rent all this land. Hey, Christopher Nolan, he's the real deal. But
the cinema right there.
the thing about it, man, Hollywood's in trouble. They're not making movies, and these directors are getting paid all this money and spending all this money, and then for us, ticket prices go up. Concession money goes up. Man, hey, don't put the cost on us. Learn how to budget. Shit.
Yeah, then it was bad.
Somebody to tell Christopher Nolan no. Everybody's like, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's what happened to George Lucas. No one was like, hey, George, man. No, man. No Jamaican aliens.
Oh, what was that, Jar Jar Binks? Yeah.
No Jamaican aliens. And it don't cost too much money anyway, And bring back them puppets. What them puppets at? Forget all the CGI. Then you got to see them do this shit again.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Oh, they're spending way too much money. And unfortunately, if you have a decent budget, somebody like Christopher Nolan explodes the budget because who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they stole him from Warner Brothers, so now they're paying all this money for a dude whose movie might bomb. So what kind of investment is that?
Yeah, it won't beat Barbie this weekend. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. Man, yeah, Barbie's beating all the.
Barbie gonna do this. Gonna spank that ass.
Yeah. Oh, Barbie's getting a lot of merch, like at the concessions. Like my theater is getting a beach ball cup, like around, for like with the straw.
Yeah.
Getting a 44 ounces cup, a popcorn bucket with Barbie, and also the paper bag. I don't know if I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's a paper bag for the popcorn, but it looks like one of those boxes for the Barbie doll.
Oh man,
like with a see-through paper thing or whatever.
See,
so he's gonna kill it with that.
If it makes money, it's gonna make money outside of theater because of merch. Yeah. And it's a brand. And me and Q, we talked about this back in the day, man. It's all about branding. It's all about branding. And Oppenheimer ain't got no branding. None. Mm-hmm. Ain't gonna make if it don't make no movie in theaters, ain't gonna make no movie nowhere else.
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours down.
He's gonna bomb, pun intended.
Bomb. Man, the greatest thing about that movie so far, the actor looks like the real life character that played Oppenheimer. He looks dead on him. So that's great casting. Yeah. I just did it side by side, but again, man, if I'm a studio head, I need to make money. And so it's gonna bomb. Pun intended, buddy. Yes. And Barbie gonna blow up. Barbie's gonna be probably the second biggest hit of the summer, or third. Because I think Spider-Man's made the most money, but it only cost $100 million to make that movie. In 2 weeks, it made his budget back in 2 weeks. So it's the big winner right now. I think Mission Impossible is the second best movie, but profit wise, the second best movie is Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3, Volume 3. So if Barbie can beat those two, hey, it might be the biggest hit of the summer that we didn't see coming.
Do you know the budget for Oppenheimer? No.
No, look it up. I have to
No?
look it up.
Yeah. I think the movie is going to be terrific.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
The Oppenheimer. Yeah. It says, Q says the biggest movie so far this year is Mario Bros. Oh yeah, financially, yeah.
Thinking about that, it's the biggest movie of the year, but the biggest summer movie is Spider-Man. But overall of the year,
Still Mario.
ain't
Yeah.
that funny? Pratt been in two of the biggest movies of the year, Guardians of the Galaxy and Mario.
Mario Bros.
This dude, man, bravo.
Yeah, let me see that.
Mario Brothers is the only billion-dollar movie of the year. The only billion-dollar movie of the year.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see that Oppenheimer movie
It's
budget.
got over 150 million. Got to be.
It says 100 million for Oppenheimer.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, it says the budget for Oppenheimer has been officially confirmed by Universal, with the final figure coming to 100 million.
That's
This puts Nolan's latest feature on the lower end budget wise in comparison to his other movies, coming nowhere near the director's most expensive film. Good for him. I mean,
prize. Okay.
I was guessing like 200 plus.
I thought maybe 150, but 100. Okay, it could be profitable. Now, maybe not so much in theater. Well, it depends how it does overseas.
Mhm.
Yeah, branding.
I don't know how well it's gonna do in Japan.
It's fucked up. You going to hell, buddy.
Oh man.
Oh, Hiroshima, buddy. That shit going. Yeah. I mean, but for some reason, Americans, we love war epic movies. America loves that shit.
Yeah.
But so well,
It might break even if it's only 100. I mean, I said only, but if it's 100 million, I mean, maybe well, it has to be good, and then people will go, back.
well, the problem is, who's gonna go watch the movie twice? That's 3 hours. Nobody I know.
Oh yeah, it has to be
That's
watched.
one time, and you can have less theaters.
Oh, because it's so long. Yeah.
And you're going against Barbie, and Barbie, everybody's gonna go see that. Kids, moms taking their daughters, ladies who grew up, that's my age, are gonna go see Barbie. Everybody loves Barbie except us. And even I want to see it because I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah.
Hey, Margot Robbie. Okay, damn. Yeah, that's the price of admission right there. So Oppenheimer has a couple of levels going against it, but with its budget being only 100 million, it's got to make. Well, you got to remember, marketing. Marketing is about 100 million too. So it's probably got to make 200 million to break even, and make over 200 million after that to make a profit. Because usually marketing is about 100 million. So marketing and production budget together is probably about 200 million.
Okay.
And you gotta, yeah.
Hey Q, do me a favor, Q. Whenever you do your first out of the theater reaction for Barbie, let me know, please, if how many musical scenes are in the movie. If it has one or two, I can handle stuff like that. I don't think it's a musical, but I don't like musicals. So, because I saw Ryan Gosling doing like singing as Ken. So I just want to know how many musical scenes are. Because if it has more than two, more than three, I don't know if I can handle stuff.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna surprise us. I think beginning of the movie, they're gonna be in Barbie land. Obviously, there might be some musical numbers, maybe a couple. Once they get to the real world, it's gonna be a totally different movie, man. I think we're in for a surprise, man.
Yeah.
I think because I don't think the trailers are showing nothing. They're not showing their hand.
Yeah,
I
no,
think this might be the biggest surprise. Not saying the best,
yeah,
but it might be the biggest surprise of the summer.
yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, is that a real world? Is it a dreamland or they're not? I don't know, man. I can't figure it out. It kind of reminds me of that movie, Last Action Hero, where it was like fake. That all of a
oh,
sudden, okay, that was just a bad movie though. But
yeah,
but it reminds me of that. It's like this fictitious world, and all of a sudden it becomes real.
yeah.
Maybe Barbie's like, well, human beings are disgusting. Whenever human beings are the villain, you're gonna make money. Look at Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
We hate human beings in that movie.
That movie, The Last Action Hero, one of the memorable scenes for me is when the kid he's inside. I think he's at a cop station, or he's like, "See, this is a movie. This is not real.
Yeah,
See, there are no ugly women, or something like that." He said, "There are no ugly women here."
everybody. You had Rocky was the Terminator or something like this.
Yeah, Stallone was the Terminator.
It was a good concept. It was it just it just didn't land right for me.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the movie, but the villain was good with the weird eyeballs. Then the movie got real. Like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, I can die in this real world. But it was different.
Even Jean Claude Van Damme does a cameo as Jean Claude Van Damme. I don't
Yeah,
know if you remember getting out of the car with that girl or whatever, waving or
yeah.
whatever.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
That was what,
yeah. Barbie,
96, 96, 95, 96, something like that when it
yeah.
came out. Yeah.
But Barbie, man, I can't put my finger on it. But for what I'm hearing, I heard it's special. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. But Oppenheimer first. That's the one you're gonna watch first, right?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm a history buff. I love history, and I haven't seen a Christopher Nolan movie in the theater for like his last three films. I haven't seen in theaters. It just I didn't see Dunk. What's that? Dunk Heart. What's it called?
Oh, Dunkirk.
Dunk.
Dunkirk?
Didn't see that. Didn't
Yeah.
catch Tenet.
Tenet?
What came on
Pro-
W. I didn't like it at all.
yeah.
The last movie I seen in theaters, the one he went out in space. Uh,
Interstellar.
yeah, that's the last one I've seen.
I like that movie,
I
dude.
like that movie except for the very, very, very end. But it
Uh-huh.
didn't.
But what?
I mean, I like that movie, Interstellar.
Yeah.
The very end I didn't like, but it didn't ruin it for me.
Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie. That one I ended up buying the movie because I like it. And the score is awesome. For
Yeah,
Interstellar.
that was an interest. That's his last film that I seen in theater. So I don't know how many films he made since then. What, 2, 3?
I think only those that you mentioned,
Okay,
Tenet and Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. Okay, so this will be the first movie I've seen of his in about what, damn near 10 years.
When Interstellar came out? 24, 2016, 20,
It's been a long time.
2015, 2016, something like that.
Probably before that. I'm thinking 2013,
Some-
14, something like that. But it's been a while.
in a while,
I've seen one of his movies in theaters.
yeah. But yeah, so it's been an interesting summer. I mean, it's what, mid-July. So I mean, August.
It's over. I mean, the last big movie, if you want to call it a big movie, is what? Blue Beetle in August, and you got
The Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, and you got Expendables 4.
Oh, that's September, I believe.
Oh, September. Okay.
Yeah. Which actually, I mean, the trailer didn't hit me, but I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen part 3 yet. Still.
That's the weakest, in my opinion.
Okay.
The third one is the weakest. I didn't like it as
First
much.
one is the only one I've seen in theaters. Part 2 had on home video. I didn't see 3, and I don't know if I'm gonna watch this one or not yet. Maybe I'm not sure yet, but
Yeah.
the only thing I'm looking forward to is Oppenheimer, and after that, my expectations are pretty much I've seen everything I want to see already.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything.
With Blue Beetle, I'll watch it, but I have low expectations already.
Me too, man. I hope it's good because whenever I see like a superhero movie with a lot of minorities in it, I root for it.
Hmm.
I love all these actors in this movie. I'm like, okay, we have a brown cast. Good. I just hope it doesn't bomb, man, because it just makes me feel bad, man.
Yeah.
We finally get a little bit of a budget as minorities, and our movies bomb. They're not gonna give that. They're not gonna give us that money again. You
Yeah.
know, it's not,
And I know Blue Beetle is a very obscure character
I never
for
heard
the
of them. This
for the
movie came.
majority of people. Yeah. I only know him well a little bit. I think some of the cartoons or something, or yeah, not even in a video game. I think on a cartoon because I don't
Yeah.
comic when it comes to comic books. I didn't read many.
Uh huh.
Everything I know is cartoon because of the cartoons.
Yeah,
So
cartoons. Yeah, if you're not in the cartoon, I don't know your ass. So I don't know nothing about Blue Beetle,
yeah,
but I like the okay, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Another statement came out is did it make money or did it flop? So they're using the flop word. So what's Mission Impossible's budget?
oh I don't know. Let me see if I can find
Yeah,
it.
and because I had another thing pop up on my screen and had the word flop. So if it cost 200 million and made 80 million,
It says here with an estimated production budget of nearly 300. The movie has a long way to go before becoming profitable. The
oh,
cost for
right.
Dead Reckoning increased in part because of COVID-19 related delays to
That's
film.
true. COVID tore that movie up.
Yeah, you're right about the box office for the weekend 80 million.
So it's not looking good for Mission Impossible. The mission, if you accept, is to make money.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it's going to self destruct. God damn, Tom.
I hope people go because it's a good. Well, you saw it. It's a good movie. So I hope people keep going. But like you said, next week is Barbie, so that's gonna draw people.
That's why Tom Cruise was pissed off about because he's losing major screens this weekend coming up.
Hmm.
But
Oh, because Oppenheimer is gonna take IMAX too. IMAX
yep,
screens too. Yeah.
yeah, that's why he was pissed. So the only thing that's going to save Tom, Mission Impossible might come in at number two. I think Barbie might be number one. Mission Impossible might be number two, and maybe Oppenheimer is number three.
For next
If
weekend.
that
Yeah.
happens, if it drops less than 50%, it's got to make at least 40 million next week. That's a steep climb, man. I don't think it's gonna make his budget.
Hmm. I hope it does, but yeah, yeah, it's gonna
Wow.
be a tough one.
I forgot about COVID. COVID held that movie back a lot. Damn.
Yeah, and then like you were saying, for 2025, the strike is gonna kill those.
Oh man. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Hollywood. I mean, they said this strike, they're prepared to go anywhere from 10 days to 10 months. So, and if this happens, a lot of people are not gonna forgive Hollywood and not gonna come back. They're not gonna come back, man.
10 months, dude. So long. It's almost a year.
It's
Might
almost
as
a year.
well. Might as
That,
well.
but that's how far apart they are. So who knows what's gonna happen, man?
Hmm.
Yeah, damn. Sad times, man. Sad times. Man, I feel bad now. 80 million and almost 300 million. Damn, that ruined my day. God damn, Tom. Well, we all that running for nothing. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a flop. God,
Now
dog.
we have now we have to wait and for next weekend and see what the numbers are gonna be.
Well, they should start coming out now. Early estimates.
Oh,
They
for
said Barbie can make anywhere from 85 to 100 million. Oppenheimer, they said it in between like 35 million, maybe 40. But
Mhm.
Barbie's gonna double it what Oppenheimer makes.
Is Oppenheimer rated R? I'm assuming it is. I don't know. Is
It's
it?
rated R, and that's
Ah,
gonna
okay. Okay.
okay. You got 3 hours. Rated R, going up against Barbie and Mission Impossible. I think it's going to come in third place. I think Mission Impossible is going to beat it for the second weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Damn. The year of the flops.
Yes, starting with Shazam. What, was that the first one? Yeah, I think it was the first one, right? Of the year, the flop.
That one, and then don't forget Fast X. It cost 340 million. How the hell? Where did the money go?
Dude.
The CGI Chargers and Mustangs, Jason Momoa, Theron. Who's the other little blonde chick that plays that superhero in those Avengers movies? What's her name? No one likes her.
Oh yeah,
what's her?
Captain Marvel. Brie
Larson.
Brie Larson. Yes.
How much did they pay her? 150 million. They got all these Oscar winners in this movie. That's stupid. They got Oscar winners in Fast X.
And they travel to a different countries too, for I don't know why.
Man, and Vin Diesel's producer. But yeah, that movie cost it's the most expensive movie this year. And technically it bombed.
Yeah. So it started with
that was in May.
Shazam 2, Fast X, The Flash, also flop.
I forgot about The Flash.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, also that's number 4 in the flop list.
Damn.
Movies you wouldn't think, you know.
The Little Mermaid is considered a flop. Oh, Eternals. That Disney Pixar film about those elements.
Oh, Elemental. Yeah.
Elements.
Elemental. Yeah, he flopped. Yeah. You're right. Yep, you did too. So that's 5, right? 5? Yeah, that's 5.
God, dog, man. Not looking good, man. This will be the summer of the flops. Wow.
And for good stuff, you got John Wick, 4, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. Creed 3, I thought Creed was good. I liked it.
Yeah. It's better than 2, not as good as 1, but the controversy kind of took the steam out of that movie.
Oh, with Stallone and yeah.
That's that, and then Jonathan Majors, you know, all that.
Oh, dude, that too.
Yeah. Hopefully he's innocent. But man, ain't nobody talking about that movie now. They're talking about his ass, you know, beating up white women. So who knows? I hope.
Is it a white woman?
His girlfriend was white. That supposedly he beat up.
Oh, I didn't know that she was white.
Yeah, man, that's not good for the brothers, man. That makes us look bad.
Uh-huh.
He's a big old dude. Shit.
He looked great in freaking Creed 3, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he ate his protein. He looked good in that movie.
So, man, a lot of controversy in Hollywood with actors, and it's been a bad year. Man.
Oh, even this other guy, Namor, also accused of something like that. Yeah, Mexican dude. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He was the heartthrob. All the Hispanic ladies. Ooh, I like him. Yeah, he's sexually beating up women. Oh shit. Well, damn.
Yeah.
Marvel got problems.
Yeah, that too. Because all the problems were for DC before. Now it's kind of even.
And then, of course, the guy that played the Flash, Ezra Miller.
Oh, Ezra Miller, yeah. Well,
that movie just, I can't believe how. I mean, Michael Keaton couldn't sell tickets.
Yeah, he was great. He made that movie for me. Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah,
made that movie for me.
He was the I went. He was great. It's just Hollywood got to look at themselves, man. Like, what are we gonna do? Because cameos ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to what they call them, legacy characters, that shit ain't working.
No.
This whole character thing, that ain't working. It worked with the first Halloween, and everybody started jumping in. That shit ain't working now.
Oh yeah, because by Halloween 2, people were like, I don't think this is good idea.
Kills killed itself. It was like, hey, this is a bad movie. Jamie Lee Curtis couldn't save that movie. It was bad. She wasn't in it. She was in the hospital, stabbed up half the time.
The second one, right? Yeah.
And
And
the
the
third,
third one, the third one is a scary movie, but it doesn't feel like a Halloween movie, but like a slasher movie, right?
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It's been a weird year for Hollywood.
And the Scream, do you remember how he did Scream 6? Was that okay? I forgot.
I think it made the most money since part one, so it did well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ortega said, "I ain't coming back." So if she ain't coming back, that's gonna be a problem.
Oh, she's not coming back.
You better go call Nev Campbell, give her some money.
Oh yeah, she was missing. Yeah, because they didn't want to pay her. Yeah, I mean, they didn't want to pay her what she asked for. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt her absence. I miss Nev Campbell.
Yeah, she's the hero. I mean, she's
a what do you call a legacy character to keep.
Yeah.
They brought the other lady back, the book writer.
Courtney Cox.
Yeah, Courtney Cox. Brought her back. So Jenna Ortega's not, because she's doing right now, right? She's filming Beetlejuice 2. Well, not now because probably shut down production.
She was okay.
I seen the first picture online. She's riding a bike, and particular Tim Burton clothes, big old black boots and a skirt. It looks good. Now it's probably been held because of production, but they're filming right now with Jenna Ortega.
Mm-hmm. When obviously it's going to be delayed depending on how long the strike is. But when was that supposed to come out? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Maybe 2025 or something like probably.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is it's gonna be a big old case study when this year is over. And Warner Brothers, they showed nothing from Aquaman. They said it's already bad. I heard it's bad already.
It's supposed to come out this year.
Huh?
Right? It's supposed to come out this year. I don't even know when, but all I know is like this year.
I think it's November. It's supposed to come out. No marketing at all. So something's up.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything at all. Yeah. I kind of forgot actually that it's coming out.
Well, remember the controversy? The girl that plays
Mira, the Johnny Depp's ex-wife. What's her name?
I forgot her name. But all the controversy with that.
Yeah.
She got caught lying in court. And she's in that movie. Ain't nobody gonna go see that shit. She left a bad taste in people's mouth.
Yeah, I forgot what.
A lot of controversy behind the screen, in front of the screen. It's Hollywood has a big old black eye this year, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big old black eye.
In the summer of the flops and summer of the strikes.
Yeah. So we'll see. The only good thing I was looking forward to next year, also I seen a trailer in front of Mission Impossible, was Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington. That looks good.
Oh yeah. It's September, right? I think.
Yeah, they showed the trailer for that. So, and the crowd went nuts when they showed that trailer. So I'm happy.
Actually, I like the first two. They were decent.
I love them.
Like the first two, yeah.
Same director. I like that guy.
It's Antoine Fuqua, right?
Antoine Fuqua. Yeah, he's one of my favorite directors.
Yeah.
And remember, up into that movie, Denzel has never, ever, ever did a sequel.
Oh, really? I didn't know that trivia. That's a good trivia.
He's never did a sequel, and now he got his own trilogy.
Yeah, good. And he's gonna be in France. I believe he's in France.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
And I remember saying it, and I remember the trailer. You got 9 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the girl from part one. Wait a minute, that's from part one. The girl from Man on Fire. They're bringing her back. What's her name?
Oh, the little girl. Well, no, she's not little anymore.
What's her name? Oh, Dakota Fanning, I think.
Dakota Fanning. Yeah.
They're teaming up again, so it looks good. The trailer looks really good. The crowd was really into it when they showed it in front of Mission Impossible. Out of all the trailers, they got the biggest reaction.
Mm-hmm. I saw her in. I'm like, whoa, she's a grown up in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She's in that movie.
Oh, that's right.
Dakota Fanning, yeah, in the house or the hippie house or whatever.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt
Oh,
drives to that place.
I
That
love Brad Pitt in that movie, man. He was a total badass.
yeah. I want to revisit that movie now.
Yeah, now that you mention, I gotta watch that again, man. Man, that's a great movie. I love that movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, man. I love that.
So yeah, like the cut of, and then that's it. I mean, and the one about the flower moons or whatever. That's this year too, I believe.
Yep, yep.
Napoleon is also this year. Yeah,
Now, is
Thanksgiving.
it coming to theaters or Apple TV?
Theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I guess at the beginning, and then Apple TV, which I don't have Apple. Do you have Apple TV?
No, man.
No,
Mm-mm.
no, me neither. No, I don't.
And I think the same thing with Napoleon and also another movie. Um,
Oh, Joker too. Is it this year? Joker too is this year or not?
Next year. Joker's next year.
Oh, next year. Okay.
So it's already shot and done, so it's safe. It's coming
Oh,
out.
okay.
And so now that's gonna delay Matt Reeves' Batman, right? Part two.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
Now I heard the show The Penguin, they stopped production on that because of the strike.
Oh,
One that was made uh uh Max,
yeah.
they stopped production on The Penguin.
Yeah.
So man, it's gonna be a rough year. They don't get their act together. It's gonna be rough. Told you if you're gonna be watching reality TV, the Bachelorettes.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad.
And yeah, that's it, right? I mean, like big movies for the year, I believe. Unless I might be forgetting another one,
No,
but
name them all. Well, at the beginning of the year, you would think
oh,
Aquaman would have been big.
Aquaman. Yeah, Aquaman too. And
It made $1 billion the first time, but now DC is such in a bad place right now. I mean, Shazam bomb, the Flash bomb, Blue Beetle. Who knows what's going to happen? And Shazam, we ain't seen no marketing at all for that movie. It don't sound good. They canceled Batgirl. So
I'm getting a little bit excited. I guess yeah, I'm a little bit excited for the Ninja Turtle animated one that is coming out
look,
next month.
yeah, I seen the cast. I said, "Oh, Ice Cube is in here." I'm like, "Oh, they had a great cast." Yeah, that
Yeah,
looks good. Animation looks good. It looks funny.
yeah, it looks funny. So I watched a little last night before MI7. They did. It wasn't a trailer, but it was promotion. It was a promotional like clips of the Ninja Turtles,
Oh, okay, yeah,
and it's getting. I got vibes of the movie. Did you watch the movie? Teen Titans go to the movies.
yeah,
I got that kind of vibe, like the comedy. That's what I'm guessing that it's gonna be
yeah.
like.
Brass,
I
adult.
like that movie, but
Yeah.
it was it was kind of funny for some people. But all right, man. So let me see. Let's wrap it up here. Still raining, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, it's still hot. It's over 100 degrees, man. Got the AC blasting. Shoot,
Oh, dude.
brother, I'm trying to stay hydrated, man. It's just
Yeah. Well, at least you're gonna be off tomorrow. That's cool.
hell yeah. My job don't know that yet, but I'm surprised. I got heat stroke.
Yeah, he's.
I need watermelon and chicken to feel better. Gotta go. Yeah, my window's tinted tomorrow and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's always a blast talking to you about film, man.
Oh, thank you, dude. It's always a
Always
pleasure.
a pleasure.
And
Always.
usually Sundays, like I was telling you, but or maybe on a holiday if I don't work. But we don't have any more holidays coming up.
Not till September. Yeah,
No,
no,
it's September, Labor Day. I don't even know what day of the week is Labor Day.
it's usually on a Monday.
So,
And what week, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's early on or late. But yeah,
yeah.
forward to.
So
And
kind of Sundays.
like on my live stream, I only do it on Sundays. Sunday's my best day. When
Uh-huh.
Directors Talk Live, Sunday's the best day for me to do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So next,
Yeah,
that's the project.
sometimes I could do it on a weeknight, but I wouldn't be able to host it. But I could be like a guest
Yeah.
if anybody invites me. But hosting it, it has to be I have to be off.
Same here, man. Sunday. So far, every time I did a live stream for my show, it's been on Sunday evening, like around 9 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock my time.
Yeah,
Because usually, because all of my guests are on the East Coast,
yeah.
Massachusetts, uh,
Florida too.
and Michigan for Q review. So they got to be at 9 o'clock. I'm at 6 o'clock in the evening on those shows. So that's my only project I got coming up next. Like I said, I just dropped Speed Racer 2 today. I'll probably do a review for Oppenheimer in the middle of the week, and then next Sunday I'll be doing episode 6 of Director's Talk.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about that new movie called They Clone Tyrone. It premieres this Friday on Netflix, starring Jamie Foxx. And
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah,
It just came out 2 days ago.
it came out in theaters, limit, but this Friday coming up is coming out.
Oh, I never heard of it. My theater didn't get it.
Yeah, the trailer is out. I'll send you the trailer, in the feed when we get off.
Okay, yeah.
Fox, what else? A couple of other big time stars are in there. So we're going to talk about that next Sunday, and probably talk about what's ever going on with the strike if you hear anything new from now until then.
I hope it gets all done. Like,
Man, it ain't looking good, brother. It ain't looking good. I'm preparing for more,
reality.
the Kardashians to rule. It's a good time to get caught up on Wes Anderson films.
Oh, dude.
Stuff anyway, so might as well watch his movies.
There's nothing else to watch.
Mm-mm. That's it, man.
Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, so I'm gonna have Blacktastic's channel, link to his channel again, like I said earlier, down in the video description, so you can go and check out his videos, like the one he posted this morning, Speed Racer 2.
Yes, yeah.
And everything coming up this week, Oppenheimer, possibly Barbie, right? I don't know. I'm still excited. You might not, right? Depends.
Never say never,
Yeah. But definitely Oppenheimer. That I'm going first for that one. Blacktastic is also gonna go for that one first.
Yeah.
Q is gonna do both. Barbie tomorrow, he said, right? Yeah,
Yeah, Barbie tomorrow, and then Oppenheimer on Thursday. I'm looking forward to his out of theater response, man, boy. Knowing he'll probably bring a pink wig, knowing him. he does some crazy stuff, man.
Oh, that would be good to see.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
That would get views.
Have you seen his last video for Fright Night?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Man, it's 33 minutes long, and it's classic. He outdid himself. Q review.
I want to check it out.
He did a retro review on Fright Night, and man, it's the best review I've ever seen for that movie.
Oh, dude, I like that movie too. That Fright Night. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
Damn good. It scared the shit out of me too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, shit.
Oh, when he's with the hand, was he with a woman or whatever, and shows the hand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, those effects, dude. There's no CGI right there. It looks scary.
All practical. That dude turned into a werewolf.
Yeah.
That's all practical effects, man. The real deal.
And that scene I still remember watching it when I was a kid. Like it's one of those memorable scenes, turning into the wall and the house. Yeah.
And when homegirl was talking, she goes, "Huh? What?" She turns around like, God. When she raised her head up like this, I'm like, damn, her mouth is. She turned around, I'm like, oh shit, man, her jawbone was way back here and open. I'm like, how did they do that?
Yeah, dude. That was that 80 what? 80.
That was 84,
84, 85, something like that.
Right around there. But man, do yourself a favor. Since you're home alone, you got time, watch Q reviews Retro on Fright Night.
Why
It's
not?
classic. It's going down as a classic. He had me cracking up through the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Let me
He
show
outdid himself.
people the where is it here? Mm, oh, I see it. Let's see here.
Found it.
Oh yeah, yeah, right here.
Oh,
Everybody watching there?
what man, look at that thumbnail by itself. That thumbnail is dope. Yeah,
Yeah,
that he outdid him. So that's a great watch. I was cracking up.
skill reviews right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Your reviews 2.0.
The new one, refuel,
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's back.
reinforced. But
There's another,
guys,
there's
thank you
another
guys.
Q reviews out there.
Huh?
There's another Q reviews out there. I'm like,
No,
oh man.
really? No,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah. If you punch in Q reviews without the 2.0, the other guy pop up.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yeah. Q was like, can you believe this shit?
So I'm thinking that guy was able to choose that name whenever Q had that hacked,
A channel interruption. Yeah.
right? Because as far as I know, you can have the same name unless you put like a number or something, right? Like a
Yeah.
asterisk or something.
Yep.
Got it. But yeah. How long was his channel down? A few weeks?
Over a month.
Oh, a month.
It was a long time, man. It was over a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he was explaining that that was an ugly
Man,
situation.
that was jacked up, man. I felt bad.
Yeah. Well, good thing he's back.
Hell yeah, we need Q, man. That dude cracks me. He's the funniest dude on YouTube, damn near. Dude cracks me up. Very creative, very innovative. And I want to see some pink tomorrow. So
That's right. If you're still watching Q, we were expecting nothing less from you.
nothing less, brother. Yeah. Hook it up.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and go and support this movie. All right, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One. I mean, it's a very good movie. One of the best movies of the year. It's
Yeah.
gonna be in my top 10, probably Blacktastic's list. It's gonna
Oh,
be that.
I loved it, man. Loved it.
Yeah, very good movie, and it's one of those movies that you gotta watch on the big screen because
Have to.
yeah, the level of action that he has is the sound too.
The sound mix is amazing.
Yeah, so definitely, if you have like an A list or whatever, even if you don't, this is a must watch in theaters if you have the opportunity.
Yep.
Thank you guys once again. I'm gonna have Blacktastic's info down in the video description below, and thank you guys for watching. And hopefully we'll do another one, another live. I'm just trying to see what movie would be cool. Although, just going back, uh, remember Blacktastic? I was telling you this was maybe a few months ago. I need to go back to the Alfred Hitchcock Presents episodes,
That's right, man.
and
That's
I still haven't done it. And
material.
I had you before, but I would like to do it like live, like.
Okay.
But I'll keep you posted, and also Jacob. I know Jacob. He's also a lot into Alfred Hitchcock, so that's something he'll be up to. But all right, guys. If I don't say goodbye, I'm gonna keep going, and Blacktastic is gonna keep going too. So so we better end it up
Bye.
here. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Peace.